What's that? Is that a piece of peat moss?
Anyway, welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the show.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you guys, thanks for helping clean up the table. This is a good excuse to get it cleaned.
It was
I've literally
pretty
never
shitty.
seen that. I've never seen that half of the table that clean.
I know, we're like,
it's never been.
This is pretty professional.
That's the right side is always the catch-all because it's out of the camera. So
You guys cleaned up just for me.
So yeah,
Appreciate that.
There's always batteries. There's always fucking paraphernalia of some sort.
You got alcohol in that thing?
I don't. Yeah, I'm finishing my coffee, but I'll pour here in a second. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's such a frothy beer. Tom's beer, one, has ice in it. Two,
Yeah, why do you have ice in it?
I'm sorry, you don't like cold drinks?
I mean,
I don't like watered down beer.
refrigerators.
It looks like a
Hey, you go
cartoon
to other
beer.
parts of the world, yeah, you better have ice in your beer because it ain't coming out of a fridge. You know what I mean?
Like Germany.
German.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's also helps me to slow down the drinking so I don't just chug it right away. I'm like a dog with the little things in the food bowl, you know?
I'm not going to lie. We had gotten our drinks for last night and they weren't refrigerated. And so I dropped a couple of cubes in there and it did slow down my pace though.
I don't like warm beer at all. Like that. It's
Warm beers. There's nothing, not many things worse than warm beer.
I mean, I got some friends that will come on a fishing boat and never put their 12-pack in the cooler and just drink it all day. I'm like, ow.
And it's probably
Like piss.
or nasty.
Like, ugh.
That's how you know you're proper redneck when you could just. That's like a just a dick on the table kind of move. Like, nah, I need to put it in the cooler.
Yeah.
Or when daddy's just rolling around.
When it does go in the cooler, it's in the bait cooler.
Hell yeah.
That's I've done that plenty of times.
So, what'd you guys have for breakfast today? What's your morning like today?
There's no breakfast. There was a quick cup of coffee. There was a Pamela Dunkin' run. These mimosas are going to be our breakfast. So
Nice.
shout out to our non-sponsor this week, Martini and Rossi.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah, what's the other one I used to get?
Cooks.
No, it's
Verdi.
Rossi.
Asti Monty. That's a fucking killer one.
This is an Asti.
This is an Asti.
You know what I
brand,
don't
guess.
miss about New Year's Eve is doing it number one because of those sugary ass drinks and the hangover the next day for me back in the
But
day.
we only used it to toast. I wasn't drinking that all
Oh, dude, we
night.
used to drink it by the bottle, chugging it, get the big funny bottle, chugging that.
We had that one year.
You go to Starboard, like these places, like you get like the Bull Shark. It's got champagne, Red Bull, the vodka. It's got.
Have you ever had the giant bottle of Starboard? The big giant bottle of champagne. It's like $100.
Those are mandatory. We put those in rotation on Wednesday night like they were blunts. Ugh. Bottles. I mean, and they would just go in rotation, and they would just start chugging.
Isn't it like a super cheap champagne?
It's
disgusting.
It's not even that expensive to buy.
Yeah, I know. Even at the restaurant, it's only like $100. It's not like anything crazy.
But yeah, we used to get those in rotation, and just they weren't $100 back then. They weren't even that bad back then.
Right, like $30.
Yeah, they were like nothing back then. And but yeah, we used to put those in Laura Lee Wednesday night. Like that was like you catch every lifeguard on the fucking coast there. And we put those in rotation and, get a quick glance at girls' ability to chug. And
I like Laura Lee back in the day. Early 2000s, Laura Lee was
she was the best.
Yeah.
Her and Kristen and Noyes, those two together. But yeah, that's Starboard.
They're still there every weekend.
I still love Kristen. And Laura
Kristen's-
Lee's down there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both of them, they're still down there pretty regularly. What kind of beer you got there? Is that a Mad Elf?
This is 90-minute IPA.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping it was
Dogfish,
Mad Elf.
Delaware local.
I wonder if that's
Mad Elf.
Hoppy Floppy approved.
Well, if she wants to send a picture, she's done with them. We'll let you know. So I wanted to start the morning off with, I'm going to try to, maybe this will be too expensive, but I did a review on the last one. I bought something for myself.
Okay.
This was my birthday present that I bought when I was in Florida. Finally got here like right before Christmas.
Okay.
So shout out to Indie Hammered Knives.
Ooh.
Okay. The guy was pretty honest. He said, look, these are affordable custom knives, not like, artsy fartsy, blown out of prices. So it looks like he has multiple people in the shop. So you get something that is handmade.
Right.
It might not touch the master craft his hand, but he's watching over everybody.
Right.
So, because I want to have a fixed knife that I can carry on me.
Right. And not be afraid to use it because it costs you $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was,
What are you using it for?
This was maybe, I think this blade here is like his kind of like go-to everyday sale. I think I want to say I spent either $180 or $230.
Okay.
So
proper.
Yeah. So a nice little.
It's a nice
Forge. You want to touch? Yeah.
I can touch it?
Hey.
Look at that thing.
You fucking touch my drum set?
Oh, it's nice and sharp too. Let's see if it does the shave test. You see I have no hair there because I was doing that when I sharpened a knife.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got me going on pretty good there.
No.
I like that. I like the texture.
Yeah, he just blew his hair right into your beer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like the texture of the blade there.
Yeah.
That's pretty. You can tell where he just hammered it.
So, shout out to the Forged. Indie Forged.
Oh, we got stickers too.
I got stickers. Shout out. We'll put that up on a sticker board. Maybe not. I'm going to get a sticker board. That's not going to hold up right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get something better. But I did want to, I still want to shout them out on the podcast. And I maybe send them a video or something. That was pretty cool.
It's a nice box.
He didn't say he was going to say the box. Affordable box. It's like cheap pine, but stained. But he stained it.
I think it's a nice box.
That's what you want.
Fancy.
When I saw it, I thought it was cigars.
I don't need my box to be, I liked it. So I'm going to get more.
I like fancy boxes myself.
Yeah.
Speaking of vagina.
I don't like the way you're pouring that.
I was going to drop out of my fucking thing. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Guys.
Speaking of vagina today, we have our guest, which is my lovely wife, Pamela Marie. Thank you, Pamela.
You're welcome. I know, finally made it on.
I know. You sent a lot of emails in. We denied most of them. But you're like, we're just fangirling over here.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to do the casting couch. And it was like getting a little weird.
Not the casting couch.
Oh, God.
It wouldn't be your first time.
I want to try out.
Wouldn't it be my first time?
Oh, I didn't know we weren't talking about that. Sorry. We didn't go over what you do and don't want to talk about, but we don't worry about that anyway.
I don't care.
Probably something bad. Don't bring up all the stuff about school. Didn't I have beer? Did I hide the beer from myself? It's all the way over there.
Oh,
Pam,
Christ.
I need a rescue.
All right. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
So this is our first recording of the new year.
Yes.
This is also.
Let's go.
We're also way fucking off.
I'm going to take some blame on that one because look, there has been people here every single day since we last recorded. When we get done today, let's just spend a second.
Plan.
Make sure I do it right. And then, gosh, yeah.
I mean, it's all right. This is the week of no man's land. This is the week of sloth. You're overeating every day. You're not doing anything.
I've gained probably at least 10 pounds.
Oh,
all my weight
100%.
loss I did, sorry guys. It's been, I said, fuck it. We're going in.
You can't even count it over Christmas break.
No,
Nothing matters.
I'll get right back on it. I ballooned up. Fuck it. That's why we're going ham. You know what I mean? I'm going to go hard. If I'm going to gain the weight, I'm going to gain the weight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to slide in this thing. I'm going to fucking head on. You know what I mean? We're going to do it.
Goodness gracious. So, Pam, what is it like being married to a podcaster
Superstar?
that has fucking dozens of listeners?
Dozens. I mean, I don't know, Mayor of Smyrna over here. Just everywhere as we go. He gets hit on more than I do.
Well, that sounds like it's a competition between you two.
But most of the people that hit on
win.
me are men.
Yeah, it's true.
It's fucking weird.
It's the beard.
But it's not even gay.
It's true.
It's like straight hitting on.
He's
straight,
like,
you know what I mean?
oh man, you look great, dude. Where do you work out?
That is
Like,
fucking
it's weird.
I have tits, bro. Like right here. Like, come on.
That's what's weird is like it'll be by guys like half my age. It's just like, what are you doing? I don't understand it. It's like, go talk to girls that are
Beta
here.
males.
Yeah. Go fucking look at all these females around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go talk to them.
Go buy him a drink or like at least 12 or 16 and get him working. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to suck your dick. I promise you. So.
Not with that attitude. That's cool. So today's topic, we'll do.
Are we going with the topic?
Yeah, we're going New Year's. We'll go,
we'll
like you said, we'll go, changes, the new year.
New Year resolution.
We can really
goals.
just kind of ease right into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, so what's it like living with Jeri?
I don't know how to.
What's his dirty habits? What's his dirty secrets? You know,
He snores.
Oh,
Like
every day.
sawing logs. Like
Sawing logs, dude.
like
So how the hell do you sleep?
as he naps. Like
Oh, as you nap? You fucking nap?
I've been napping a lot this week since I've been hunting every day. So I've been getting up early and I'll hit a nap,
he was. We were just well, he always wants to watch a show and then he falls asleep during it, like the first 2 seconds. And yeah, normal. And he was snoring so loud, I had to keep turning up the TV. I couldn't hear it.
You're the female in the relationship. You want to watch a show and you fall asleep.
And these aren't naps.
And it wasn't even like some like girly romantic comedy. We were watching like a stand-up. I think it was Nate Bargatze. So
the new one, yeah.
Yeah. We love him.
But this isn't what she's talking about. Is not naps. It's like 8:30 at night, and we're laying down, and I fall asleep. It's not like I'm taking.
He's like, oh, let's spend time together. We'll watch this show.
You are the wife.
Yep.
That's what girls do. Well, we'll watch a movie together.
But to be fair, like we get cuddled up on the couch. I'm so comfortable with her. It relaxes me so much. I can't help but fall asleep. It's a compliment. It's not. It's a fucking compliment.
That's straight lies.
That is trying to sugarcoat a turd.
I respect that. You know what I mean? Did you just call yourself a turd? No.
Why not?
Yeah. I don't have that many bad habits. You know.
I got plenty of shit. I was yelling at the kids and Candace this morning. I was like, I'm sorry. I came out after my shower. I was like, I'm sorry. I've only worked like one day in the last like 2 weeks. So I'm like frustrated.
I don't understand why you just can't relax for a minute.
There's so much. You see the board right now? There's so much going on and it doesn't move unless I do it. It's not like it's not like the homeowners are like, are you done your break? You know, they're getting text messages from people like, can you hurry and finish the basement? Cause,
we have a dinner at 2 p.m.
We want to get our in-laws down in the basement. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to help. I'm laughing. I'm texting back like, yeah, you already stressing about the in-laws? But like people are, some customers aren't waiting. They ain't waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, I got to get the material ordered. Get the material ordered so that it's in by, 2-3 weeks. Someone's custom ordered.
Yeah.
Make sure I didn't fuck it all up. We're framing the basement. Now we're like, the door size is changing. I'm changing things as we're building it. So I'm like, fucking, I got to kind of reorder. But when I reorder, we're talking about, it goes through a QSP, a thing that it is a quantity discount, but it expires. It only lasts so long. So then we've got to rebuild the whole thing, which means I got to get on the phone with Rihanna, which is not working with someone else. Get her on the phone long enough to be like, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Do you want 10 light? You want 15 light? I don't know. Send me a picture. Okay, I want 10 light. All right, fuck it. Just failed. I got to redo the whole thing. Great. All right, I'll call you back in a minute. It's like, I got to get through all that while just trying to get to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot.
I know I blacked out when I don't know.
I know.
I blacked out when you were talking.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
I guess we have that in common.
Now, this is like the one time a year where I'll just shut the fuck down. It just...
You go hunting every day.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Twice a day.
Me mood. She was like, how? I did go fishing yesterday.
I saw the boat hooked up. I was going to ask you where the boat was.
So my brother-in-law's in town, and the girls said that we could have a day to ourselves. So that was yesterday.
Isn't that so nice of them?
That was very nice of them. And to be fair, I didn't get any like text during later, and I thought I was gonna get a text later in the day where it's like,
"You done yet?
Are you done yet? What time you coming home?" I didn't get any of those.
I know better.
I'm like,
I just know.
You know what I mean? Like, but I did get the. Are you eating dinner right now? I'm like, well, technically it's lunch, but it's later in the day. Are you going to be able to feed kids, or what the fuck I got to do right now when I get home? You know what I mean? Is this my day, or I got to come home and feed?
It's your day, but it's not your day.
It's not my day. You can't. So we went to the inlet. We went to the Indian River Inlet.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I fished the walls. I didn't get anything, man.
On that boat?
Yeah.
Nice.
We bought some green crabs.
No tog?
No, nothing.
Were you anchored up?
We didn't anchor.
You got to anchor for tog. You got to be sitting.
No, I didn't go to the wall. I'm sorry. The inlet.
Yeah. What are you talking about? The Coast Guard station? Like right around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be anchored up to catch tog for sure. You got to be like straight down, just perfectly fucking still.
Really?
You can't drift for tog, yeah.
I was trying to lie bait, get down there. And
no, like you might catch a striper like that, but green crab for tog, like perfectly fucking still. Yeah.
Really? They're that slow, huh?
They're bait stealing bastards. Like you almost have to set the hook on them, like before they bite. You gotta, you know how you can anticipate a bite? You're like, okay, it's going to happen. Everything's perfectly still and tight, and you just feel, and then already start setting the hook and reel in. Cause they'll fucking steal your bait and, run into the rocks. But if you're drifting, you'll never catch a tog. Well, that's why guys that go to like Rex or the outer wall out of Lewis, and they'll get all the way up against it, and they anchor in the front and the back because they want to sit perfectly still right on top of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
we'll get there.
There's your
moving though. I did go underneath the bridge to Fucking bro.
Yeah, was that scary?
It's a little scary.
I was gonna say,
Josh, my brother-in-law, Josh is like, I'll take this boat right out of this inlet. I'm like, absolutely not.
No.
I'm like, bro, you see the man-made wave that doesn't move.
Yeah.
Like, it's right there. Like,
yeah, and if you get fucking turned in that shit, in that little boat, you're
dead
done.
man's turn.
Oh my God, dude.
And I'm like, we would most likely get sucked under for at least 100 yards and then you pop up.
Oh yeah. And even if you made it through that, you got to go all the way out and turn around and then come back again and try to be lucky enough to get through that shit.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that happens to people like all the time?
Every year somebody tries to turn around in the inlet because they'll get scared and they'll like, oh fuck, and they'll try to turn around in between the jetties. And if you get sideways in one of them rollers and it takes you under, it'll fucking flip pontoon boats all the time, sink boats all the time. It's fucking crazy. The worst is like if a boat loses power, like something goes wrong and then you lost power right there, then you're like fucked, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
know. That's why I was like, I'm not doing any of that. Anchoring up though, it's weird though. There are such crazy shallow spots and then deep spots. I mean,
did you put in at Massey's and just dick around there?
No, I put in
or at the inlet.
Yeah, I put in the inlet.
South, east of Massey's, whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't go inland at all?
No.
Okay. This is right.
I did. Yeah, I went inland. I went to just so if you came out of the docks there, you would turn right immediately right there. I found some cool new spots that I've really been able to do.
You see any duck hunters out there?
No, there was. I did try to grab a decoy that was floating around. It was right on the rocks, but the birds were everywhere.
You see
everywhere.
Like, a bunch of buffleheads out there?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Geese everywhere. I was like, dude, I got to get down there.
Yeah, we need to go.
So,
all right. Anyway, sorry. Get back to Pamela.
Yeah.
You know, I really thought like I let you go hunting twice a day, every day. I thought my podcast I wouldn't have to talk about hunting. Here I am.
See, it's like in there. They just can't, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah, man. So, hey, what'd you get for Christmas?
I got new furniture.
Oh, you did?
It's going to be here next week.
Nice. What'd you order?
We got a sectional, super soft. It has like that very soft blanket material all over it.
A blanket material?
Yeah, you know,
like what is that?
I don't know. Like, what's it called? Like, I don't
Castingcouch.com?
But I want to say like Chanel, but I don't know if that's the right term.
It's soft.
Okay. Yeah,
the cushions are firm, the material's soft.
Blanket.
Is there springs in the cushion, or is this just a memory foam cushion only?
Foam.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're reversible. You can flip them.
But then we got the matching oversized chair to go with it.
Yeah.
So.
They're flippable, so when you jizz all over the one side, you can turn it over.
That's good.
Cast couch.
When you squirt all over it.
You get two,
Yeah. You get twice the fun.
You can work twice in a day.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You can. And no one will ever know. And then you wash it. And we got the goof proof warranty. So they did cover semen. We checked.
Is this a sectional? This is 2 couches. How's your couch?
Sectional.
I don't remember how you said it. I thought you were just one couch.
No.
We have like a
couch for the chase.
Yeah, couch for the chase. This one has like kind of like the love seat and then the couch and then a chase. So we got all three.
That's good.
Did you happen to see when Kale posted a couple weeks ago her sex toy thing?
No.
She's like got some. I don't know if it's a sex toy sponsor or she had a discount code or something.
I meant to look up to see what the name was too because I didn't want to mispronounce it because I figured that was.
But Pam placed a $300 order from there.
It was not $300.
Originally, it was $300.
It was 60% off, which basically means it's free.
If you're going to spend $300, you're going to spend $600 now.
Yeah. So speaking of,
and it came with 2 free toys.
Oh, and plus 2 free toys. Yeah. So it was like she just sent me the thing, and I said, "Here's my credit card. Just go ahead."
Yeah, it didn't take much arm twisting.
Yeah.
So.
That it probably took less work for that than it did the couch.
So speaking of squirting,
probably,
and cleaning up messes, Pam has had a good break.
That's
a great segue.
Yeah.
No, I did text Kale that. I said, "Hey Pam," I texted her the picture of all the toys in like a giant box, and I was like, you posted that link, and here's what Pam just got delivered. It was like it was a fucking giant box. Yeah. But I'm not. I like toys. I like toys if we're together. I like hearing about toys. If you got your little solo time, I'm not. That's the shit. You know
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, my buddy Kyle's Boner, which is funny enough, his name's Johnny Boner.
Ooh.
His wife, and then even when they were dating, Kyle's, they always bought toys together.
Yeah.
She would have sex toy parties in college.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a huge thing, though.
Pure
like,
romance.
Yeah, pure romance.
Yeah. What, like during our, like that period? Like,
yeah, when we were in
2000s?
college. Yeah. Because I remember going to them often. Like,
That's
people were
almost
just.
had one, right?
Well, just like people would have them all the time. And
Yeah.
so, you go drink, whatever, and hang out. But that was like a big thing for a while, was like sex toy parties where you just went to buy them.
Yeah.
But
You always gotta
and
buy
it was,
it.
but you know what was crazy was that it was always, maybe I shouldn't, it was always some like middle-aged lady, and like saying that now because now I'm like, I don't know, hitting the middle ages.
Yeah.
But it was always some older lady, not super attractive, trying to show you how to use these toys. And I'm just sitting there like, really?
Couldn't you hire a stripper to do
How
that?
often do you use this? Like,
One time she's probably,
yeah.
I mean, hey, look, this is
In
a
her
judgment.
heyday.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah,
You know,
first off,
whatever.
there's an ass for every seat. I mean, she's probably cleaning up, nice fucking,
Probably.
Oh,
dive,
she
pool
for
bar.
sure
you know what I mean?
was.
She's in a pool hall, hammering home. Oh, you like playing with sticks? Hey, come over here.
I remember you with bulldozers back in the day.
I remember. I think of bulldozers. I think about fucking Kent Robinson fucking wrestling in the parking lot all the time.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
Kent Robinson? Well, now he's the head wrestling coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard the name. Yeah, now that you said it again.
Yeah,
That's what I said
he used
you
to
were talking
wrestle.
about.
He used to be like into wrestling like that. We used to
Oh,
go
yeah.
watch him as kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Another funny thing most people probably don't know is that Tom and Pam have known each other longer than I've known
That's true.
Pam or
It's
either of
true.
them, honestly.
We go way back.
We go way back like two Cadillacs with faux flats.
Oh, same polycarp.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we used to do school together, and then at night we'd meet once or twice a week during CCD,
Yeah.
and to youth group too. So you did youth group, you
Did
were
we
there.
do
That's
youth
when
group?
we got like the high school was like
Oh.
high school became youth group.
You still went to
I've
youth
heard
group in high school?
no. I pretty much stopped after confirmation.
Confirmation is young. You were
That was like no. Well, what's the ninth? In ninth grade,
we
what do
do
you
reconciliation, then we do confirmation, but that was like they're pretty close. They're not that
get? Well,
far.
what's I don't know. Ninth grade is when I remember.
Yeah, why the fuck you trying to talk about
None.
backing out with Jesus right now? You know what I mean? What the fuck?
I'm not talking about backing out with
rolled
Jesus,
out. She's
but-
like, I wasn't there. Fuck
No.
that. I was never part of the nerd crew. All right, first off, I'm pretty sure you were there during the youth group. That would have been like early. Even if you were in ninth grade, I think that would have been youth group considered.
maybe I was. I don't remember.
You were.
She's trying to
It's a
deny
dark
it.
period.
She's like, I can't have people knowing I like Jesus. I'll fucking, it'll
I
hurt
like
my
Jesus.
followers.
I like Jesus.
Let's balance out the sex toys with a little bit of godliness.
Gotta have balance.
You know what I mean? Like, come
A little
on.
bit of Jesus, a little bit of
I
sex
mean,
toys. It's
you just
fine.
have the spirit in you two different ways. Let's
Yeah,
go.
there
You
we
know what I
go.
mean?
What's your favorite toy out of the 5 you got?
Probably that. What was it? The Pro 2 Plus thing.
Pro 2 Plus.
It's a 2-stroke.
I don't know.
2-stroke.
You
I don't know
Next
what the
to oil.
actual. I don't know what the actual name
Pull
is.
start. Is that the one with the suction?
Yeah.
Okay. Little wand, it's got a little
Suction.
vibration and a little suction area to it.
I don't think it actually makes that sound.
Is that the
but
clit annihilator?
Yeah, it's the Clit Annihilator 6000.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull stroke. You could pay extra to get a push button start, but we didn't do that.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to send her into
Yeah.
a seizure.
No, yeah. I mean, look, you got to work for a little bit. You know, it's rough on a cold morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How them 2-strokes
Cold
act.
starting?
Yeah, the cold start's rough on that thing, but we get her done.
Cold starting in here?
Well, it's like a weed whacker in the bedroom.
I knew a woman, I'm not going to say her name.
Candace Wright?
No. I'm not gonna say her name, but she had a pair of underwear that had pretty much like a dildo in it that you could turn on with a remote and walk around.
Oh yeah, we got them too.
I thought that was wild.
Well, it was. They're not in underwear though.
The toy that locks in.
Yeah.
But I think I
locks
remember
in.
seeing that like advertised. It wasn't on this site I was on, but
I mean, that seems more like much easier to navigate is just if you had underwear that vibrated, that had a piece that would vibrate, because the other remote things that go in and kind of got a hold there, I feel like it's harder.
it is. Some people have problems with like falling out once they get turned on. and
Speaking of
stuff. That's a
problems,
problem.
let's segue into any changes for the new
Oh,
year.
Jesus.
All right, let's stick the dildo right into the new year. Have you guys have any? Let's not even start with changes. Do you have new plans for the new year?
Nope.
Have you
Just
discussed them
living my
yet?
best life.
We're continuing last year into the new year. No changes. Everything's great.
And I feel bad because I feel like, you get those people on social media or whatever that were like, 2024 was horrible. I can't wait for 2025 to be here. I'm like, is it going to be that much different?
That's probably some attention seekers.
But yeah, so probably, but like all in all, 2024 I felt like was pretty solid for us. Like, we had fun. Living our best life.
Real quick, grab me a beer because you just reminded me of something. You hit something on the head for me. I did notice a bunch of women, sorry that it's women, but that went on the last 2 days and put on I'm sorry, but look, I got to get this out. And it became this whole thing about how horrible the year's been. I'm not going to say a name, but there's one we know. I saw post that we both know. I'm like, what's up with all these sad stories? Pat me on the back or rub my back, kind of thing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I saw a lot of sad.
I don't even I don't get on social media a lot. I might post.
I get on there for business. I'm talking about I saw it on a Magnolia Residence page, Smyrna page.
I definitely don't get on the Smyrna page.
Women put up well, last year was like this, and we were going through this, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck's the sad story about? I don't. How lonely are you right now? And so I saw some people put up some weird things on TikTok. Yeah. I was going when I would go through there, so I get on TikTok or I go on Instagram. I know I don't look at it. I only look at to see what he's doing because he's the only one that follows people. So I go through. I'm like, what's Jeri been up to? Who are we following these days? That's fair. Yeah, to see what he's been doing. Just to know where we're at. Who we doing? Okay, that's where we're at.
But I noticed that too. It was in the last, I would say, week. It was all of a sudden how horrible 2024 was, and I was like, but when you were glowing on your social media all year about how perfect everything was and how perfect your kids are and how perfect everything. It's you didn't seem so upset then.
Oh, is it gonna make it?
That's a perfect poor Jeri mind your own business. Now, look,
I
don't know about perfect. That's
a fucking. You're gonna be waiting a while on that one.
What? Yeah, everyone loves head. So, speaking of that whole thing we're talking about, did you see anybody in your field of teaching, or I saw a few realtors, when they post, let's say realtors, they post numbers. This is how much I did last year.
Do you see mine?
We're just so blah, blah. I'm like, you just want to say how much money you made, how well you did. Just say
Trust me, teachers aren't bragging about how much money they're making.
Did you see the one I posted yesterday? It was, number of houses sold, no one cares. Volume sold, doesn't matter. And, Jimmy O commented, he's like, fucking preach, man. He's like, can you imagine if every other profession acted like a realtor, like a dentist? Thanks to my clients, I did 697 root canals last year. No other profession fucking does that.
I know.
Yeah, except for realtors.
So it's boasting.
And it's, real estate is one of those things where one, it doesn't matter because it's whatever makes you happy, right? And I hear it all the time throughout the year. Not all the time, but enough throughout the year that oh, what do you even fucking do, man? You ever work? And it must be nice. And I'm
must be nice.
Oh,
there's a fucking reason for this, right? We all make choices. I chose this. You chose that. It's okay. If you're happy, that's great. I'm happy. I could do more probably, but I value.
You could. We want to go to Hawaii.
I value everything, right? I value more things than money or work or just bragging rights of a transaction, right? I would rather on a fucking Wednesday be able to go down to the beach in the summertime with my family.
Let's put up next year how many fish we caught, how many days we didn't work. How many times we shot a deer? Let's put that up.
Yeah, all the non-work shit. Yeah. This is how fucking awesome my year was.
Yeah.
I hunted this many
This
days.
Is how many times I casted a reel. You know what I mean? We should put that up next year. That'd be the fun.
That's a really good thing to track, honestly. Yeah. I might track.
That's how much your living track? Yeah, how much
much your living track.
Yeah.
Not your work wins, your fucking living wins.
Mm-hmm. Me and Charlotte saw this jar idea where it was every time something really great happens, you write it down on a piece of paper and you drop it into a jar. Then at the end of the year, you read about all these great things that happen
it's fucking phenomenal.
over the course of your year. And I'm like, well, maybe someone the negative Nancy's that we were talking about, they should do that because your whole year probably wasn't bad. right? Like you had good things that happened. You're just maybe something recently bad happened that now it's kind of like triggering all this reflection on the bad things.
That's a
good point. A lot of reflection on how good maybe it really was, for a lot of people. I like the idea of writing down good moments or good things that happen, because like if you write those down, maybe you go back into them, try to recreate some good moments. Like right now, like what things did we really have fun with?
What works.
Yeah. Like
it's like a hack. You can look backwards and be like, oh, this is what worked.
I have a few of those in my old journals. Shout out, my wife did buy me a journal for Christmas. I used to carry a journal all the way through college and past college. All the way to I lived in Pittsburgh. I used to and they're crazy to read about, which is kind of cool. Shout out to Matthew McConaughey's memoir he's writing. 35 years of journals.
I want to read that.
Yeah, dude, he opens up some I don't even want to spoil it, but he opens up with some crazy shit right off the bat.
I tell you what,
like he puts it out there real fast.
Yeah,
like you're like, oh, that happened.
Did you read it or listen to it?
I'm on page 6 right now. Because I bought the book.
Apparently the audiobook he reads. Which is
that's what he does. He's known for reading you to sleep. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, he does
have an amazing voice.
He does.
I've always liked Matthew McConaughey, but I tell you what, I listened to he was on Two Bears podcast with Bert and Tom. If you listen to that podcast, I guarantee you will like him 10 times more than you already do. He's like the most normal guy in Hollywood.
Well, read the book. I'm starting to read it. Like even just right off the bat, it gets into like, wow, that's very very honest of you.
Like before he was famous, he apparently was like he would just go fucking live, like go travel and just drop everything and driving to Winnebago around.
It's not what you're hearing in his voice is not acting. No. That's like an experience,
Oh yeah. Yeah, and
that like, coolness.
I have to use one of my Audible credits.
I would highly recommend watch the Two Bears podcast with him on it. I know you hate his tuna salad because you're.
I don't hate the tuna salad. I hate the fact that everyone's like, yeah, it's a business. I'm like, it's a fucking any salad. You throw the kitchen sink at it's any salad. Fuck out here. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep the journal. What I've been wanting to do, and I've had this in my mind for years, is I want to have my own playbook for life. Like, all right, we'd like to something that we can like. I hate when something that we can. I'm gonna work on not interrupting myself. We're interrupting now. We're gonna work on this. I like. Where were we at? So
we're gonna work on it today.
Watch. I'm gonna restart this whole fucking. Short
tomorrow.
I'm going to start the playbook. Here's what I want to do. Actually, it likes when if you notice.
You just interrupted yourself again. One more time. Stop it. Just tell the story.
It likes, if you notice,
it
likes when you ask questions. You ever notice that? I ask a lot of questions. So you notice it'll always have me ask the question and then going to you for an answer. On Eclipse, on AI. So I think if you start it with your own question, then you kind of create a short. We're going to go with that. Do you know how to pick a great time in your life? What I do is I want to create a playbook for my life. So I've had in my mind for many of years that I will write down things that I like to do and write them all out. So I'll just go to like, hey, we'd like to fish here, or we like this place. We like to do this. Because what I hate is when we're sitting here on a Friday night or a Saturday morning and we have no plans. I absolutely hate that because I know we're about to waste a day. I know that we're going to have the kids inside the house. I'm like, this sucks. But if we had like the playbook, like, all right, let's pick something out of the whole thing we like to do. You want to do one of these? We really like doing one of these. Let's do that. Because I can't remember all of them. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you go back, you do something like, why don't I do this more? When I was inlet fishing, I was like, I should have Macon and my family out here. We're just doing some simple fishing. They would love it.
Yeah, and it's less than an hour away.
Less than an hour away. And it's not that I wouldn't take them. It's not even that I don't think about it. I guess maybe because it's not the detail of what we are doing isn't there. Mm-hmm. Like because if I'll think of fishing with them, I'll be like, we can't fish right now. It's colder. But like if I'm more looking at a playbook going, well, this day in Delaware is 65, which was yesterday was nice. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, that day on the playbook. Oh, this fits in that weather pattern for the playbook. Let's go. We can do that. You want to do it?
Yeah.
So that's what I like to do.
And a lot of times,
shout out.
A lot of times those things, it's getting from point A to point B. The thought of doing it and the act of doing it, mm-hmm. it's the in between getting there is what deflates you. You're like, I got to hook up the boat. I got to go get bait. I'm not going to do it. Fuck it. But if you just push through that little bit, you'll get to have the experience.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would like to do. That's,
I just can't
I like that. I
imagine-
like that what you're doing, Charlotte. Maybe even had like a mom and daughter one. You know, just
Yeah, they have like she really wanted a journal, and you know she does go to church with my mom pretty regularly. I would say.
Enough.
Yeah, at least every other Sunday. And so she wanted like her whole like little Bible journal, and we've done gratitude journals and stuff like that. But I think, you know, it would be something fun, like, oh, what was our good thing this week that happened, even if it was just weekly.
Because honestly, even if you don't agree with it, I think it's human nature that you will dwell more on a couple bad things than you will celebrate good things. I think it's just human nature. If like some little tiny bad thing happens, it's like, fuck, that sucks so bad. But then you'll easily overlook all the good shit that or the shit you should be grateful for, or the really fun stuff. Because you're right, there's way more great things and fun things than there's bad things.
Yeah.
And the people that go like, oh, this year was so rough. Was it really rough? Or did you just have a rough patch? Did you just have a rough moment that you obviously overcame because you're here? You didn't die. Yeah. Right? There's always something better. Right?
Well, that's like I almost feel guilty in saying that I had like a great 2024 because like I started out 2024 with my pup dying. And so, but like, that's just one piece of it. Like that didn't dictate the whole rest of my year.
And so even dissect
Just
that, right? You're like, oh, my loved one died, my pup died, or everybody has that. Everybody somewhere loses people around the holidays or beginning of the year, whatever.
Which is tough.
And it sucks. Yeah, it does. And then you could be like, oh, well, 2024 sucked because I lost so-and-so. Or you can be like, I had a pretty amazing pup or dad or mom or friend, and be like thankful that most people don't, or there's a lot of people that don't get that, right? A lot of people don't get a pup until they're 35, until they're 40. A lot of people don't get a pup they got to see their great grandchildren. So there's more, even in that, there's more to celebrate than there's not.
Speaking of Des, what year? What time of year was it for your dad?
Christmas.
It was so how close?
It was December 7th.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So like the first Christmas was fucking terrible.
Did you feel like a responsibility to be the man? Like
100%.
Like ASAP.
So we lived in Odessa, not in the country, but off the beaten path a little bit. Like our driveway was probably 100 yards long, and 3-car wide driveway, really long lane. The year my dad passed, we got a lot of snow, and I would say he passed in December. Sometime in January, maybe February, we got a really big snow. Like one of them snows like locked you in. Yeah. And we're not on a fucking plow area. There's no plows coming through to save you. I'm in the house, my mom and my sister, and I'm 22, so my sister would be 18-ish. And honestly, like I needed to get the fuck out of the house because my mom was driving me crazy. I shoveled the entire fucking driveway and lane. Like a foot of snow, just a fucking shovel. All 3 cars wide, all the way out. I would say within 20 yards of the street, shoveled all the way. And then, Mark Bear's dad, Big Mark, came through with a loader. He like got there right as I was finished all fucking day. That's all I did. Just shovel, just back and forth.
I think you were shoveling out some pain.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I can't be in this fucking house with my mom. And everything's like, it's not woe is me. It's a hard time. Right? Like, if my dad was there, he knows all these people with heavy equipment. He would have called somebody up with a farm equipment and say, hey, come shovel my driveway, which ended up happening. It just took longer to do. Yeah. Right. So I went out and fucking did it. And right at the very end, Mark's dad comes pulling in with a front end loader, dug out the rest of the way. And he was like, and I was like, dude, thank you. Like, you're the man. And he was like, what the fuck? He's like, you're the man. You just did all that. I took a bucket of the last 20 yards of your driveway. Yeah. I had shoveled everything out. But yeah, the responsibility of like, well, that's my job now. I got fucking, and I can't pick up a phone and call somebody. Like, so I have a shovel just to go fucking do it. It's either that or sit there and whine and cry with your mom in the house all day. What the fuck are you going to do? You know? But yeah, Christmas sucked for a while, for a couple of years. And you know what else is wild? So my dad died in a snowmobile accident. So it snowed that day or the day before, that weekend, for like, I don't know, dude, 6 or 7 years. It snowed that fucking weekend every year. whether it was a dusting or like a legit snow, somewhere between like the 5th and the 8th, we got a snowstorm for like 6-7 years in a row. It's wild. Then it got to a point where I was kind of like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool we got that snowstorm
See,
again.
it's a turnaround. How you look at it.
It is. It 100% is, for sure. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
So there's no goals for the sheets this year. That's cool.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, we haven't talked about what we want to do differently this year. One thing we do want to look at is how the condo will rent, because this will be the first full year of throughout the whole summer.
Did you get the keypad fixed?
Fucking first off, the way your tone's coming at me. Dude, I called Jerry. I said, I just came here. It worked perfectly fine. Anytime I've ever been there.
Happy anniversary to the sheets.
I know. I wish it wouldn't have
We're not
happened.
going to pretend like we didn't get a free place to stay, which we're very, very thankful for.
We got free
I was
storage.
just giving you shit.
That's the problem. It's free storage. I feel bad about the food coming home at night. Just want to just sit there.
That was the moment. That was the fucking
the
moment.
whole trip. Right there. That's the little moment you're talking about. That fucking ruins the whole thing.
It's that moment coming home, hammered, ready to eat, and to go to bed.
I was more upset that we had told Marilyn, shout out to Marilyn, that we didn't need silverware because we were going back to our Airbnb and there was silverware there. So
we didn't have we just had to finger fuck our food.
Oh my gosh.
Like this.
Well, the great part about it is I will put a
that we didn't get bed bugs from that terrible
Oh
motel. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But the other great part that I was looking forward to about staying at your place is the next morning when you could just lay around, sip coffee on. Yeah. Tom has the most comfortable couch I've ever been on in my entire life.
It's a great couch.
That was in the running for our new furniture.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
And by not doing it, I saved about $1,000, $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that worth it?
Actually, no, $1,500. We saved $1,500. We paid $3,300.
Yeah,
$3,300 all in with the fucking
delivery,
the delivery, the setup, the insurance, all that shit. $3,300. The delivered price for the West Elm or whatever was $4,800. Yeah, so saved $1,500. So
okay,
and it's.
And what'd you do?
I'm excited about this couch.
I think it's pretty comparable. Yeah.
Well, so that's our goal for the summer. See how that does, and if that does well, and it can hold its own. If it does, it should do probably 30,000 for the whole year. Like that's what it should make.
It's in a great location.
Yeah, if it does that, then we'll be able to go buy the place in Ocean City.
Like profit $30,000 or just net or cash flow $30,000.
Yeah, so
gross.
Yeah, so let's say we make 15. If it pays 15 for the mortgage and the HOA, then we could profit 15. Yeah. The other 15 would pay for a place in Ocean City.
And honestly,
it doesn't cost that much.
Yeah, and honestly,
there's way more competition in Ocean City. Because Ocean City is nice because, well, you guys stayed at Brett's, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can just kind of eliminate the car. You can just walk out to everything. Mm-hmm. And even if you're on the Bayside, you just walk across the street. You're at the ocean. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to get in the car. You don't have to drive a hose, try to figure out where the fuck you're going to park. It's like, you just walk across the street. Yeah. So that's why I kind of like about it over there. And I would buy a spot on the bay, and then I could then have a boat on that side of the bay, where it's even bigger. Just kind of keep. This is my manifest destiny. You know what I mean? Like this is my westernization. I'm going to keep going and keep conquering. What I haven't learned. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I wish I would have took some time and thought about goals. I'm excited to see where the podcast can go in the next 12 months. I felt like we've done some pretty cool things this past year.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where we can go. I would love to take that trip with Kale to New Orleans whenever it gets rescheduled to do content.
And then maybe I don't know, maybe we could meet Matt Matthews again somewhere, just something with him. Just hanging out. Finger stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely we upgraded the technology. We've gotten better there. We've gotten better on the shorts. So we're slowly increasing, getting better.
And it's working.
It's working.
Followers, views.
TikTok is
really
every time we post on TikTok, that's our best one. It's guaranteed a fucking follower.
Hopefully,
Instagram is guaranteed to lose 5 and gain 5.
Yeah,
and that has the most gains.
Net zero.
Also has the most. I don't know what's up that one. That's why I texted you the other night. I said, but YouTube's doing great. Now we're at 215. That one's growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So YouTube and TikTok are the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell Pam how you doubted the YouTube? I just want to bring that up. I want to bring that section up in 2024.
I did. Yeah,
Jeez, we're really holding on to stuff.
Who's looking at YouTube like, everyone.
Yeah, apparently I don't know everything. Who would have fucking thought it?
Oh, you heard it here. You heard it here first. Quote.
Oh, goddamn. I almost got to pee again. What?
I need
Pam needs more Asti Martini.
Asti. So let me tell you about a prom in 2025 that's already happened. That's carried over from 2024.
Oh, boy.
We're having this Christmas party, late Christmas party. There's 20-some people coming over, whatever. I invite an individual over, and then people cooking this prime ribs, like, I don't know if we can invite her. There's not enough steak. And I'm like, okay.
Steak and prime rib?
I mean, prime rib, whatever.
Okay.
I'm like, but I've already invited her, and I want her to be here. Also, you're coming to my house with my rules. So
is that a guest saying this?
Yeah.
It's not even...
but we've spent so much money on a prime rib, and we're not sure there's going to be enough. Like, first off, there's enough last year. Also, I'll give her mine. I don't give a fuck.
And it's your house.
It's my house. So let's
slow the fuck down.
Let's restart here. See what I mean? Like, I don't show a lot of ego, but I'll quickly do on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I invite someone, say, hey, come over tonight to play card games. That was yesterday. And I'm like, come over, tomorrow to eat. They're like, well, we just don't know. Like, you might have to tell her she can't come because there might not be enough. I'm like, that's not even the point. That's not even the point of this whole thing.
No.
First off, I texted back, said, how ungodly of me to uninvite somebody. over some meat.
Here we go.
I'm going to a fucking store right now, buy a whole nother prime. What are you talking about?
I'll get some steakums. I don't care.
What the fuck are we talking? What are we doing?
Pocket it up.
What are we talking about right now?
Is it about the steak or is it about the company?
No,
that's what I was.
No, the company is very close. This is like
Can you drop names?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. It would be like, when someone says that's my sister, that's like their other sister. So I'm like, I don't understand. How would you uninvite her? Because she's, what are we talking? Yeah. I don't even know.
Well, I started getting skeptical when he kept saying her. I was like, oh, is this a bad her?
No, this is their, like, what would be their sister. You know what I mean? Like,
and then someone that's not Candace said, I don't know if you can invite them.
You might have to tell them they can't come because there's not enough prime rib. I said, first off, do you know what you're actually telling them? You're not telling them there's not enough prime rib.
Yeah, you're saying you don't matter.
You don't matter.
Yep.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
Up.
Don't ever come to my house and say some shit like that to somebody.
No, that's not how we work.
Out of your mind? Do you understand what you're really saying? You can't solve problems?
I'm on your page where they can have my steak. I don't
even give a fuck about
Everybody's included.
But we spent so much money. I'm like, okay, that's great for y'all. First off, I'll buy a whole fucking loin right now and throw it in the trash. I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
I don't even care about it. I don't, what the fuck are we saying right now?
Yeah, that's wild.
I was like, how ungodly this time of year? You gonna tell somebody they can't come over?
That was your response?
Yes.
What was their response to that? You're right, Thomas. Thank you.
No, absolutely not.
You showed us the light.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How ungodly of you. God,
yes, this is what we were doing. Why did you invite everybody over to be like, well, there's not enough prime rib. I'm sorry. You must stay at the door. And then when we're done, you may get the scraps. What the fuck?
We'll fill a plate. Enter after we finish eating.
We'll get a fucking dinner plate going around and we'll pass the plate around for real. Hey, God. Cut a piece off, bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes that's fun. We did that with an apple pie one time camping.
That wasn't a good thing.
Me, Pam, Mark, Aaron, Trisha, Christina, I think Dave and Becca, Ringgold. You know Dave Ringgold, right?
Yeah.
I think that was it. And we're all around a campfire, right? It was fall, beautiful camping weather. Everybody's around there having a good time just talking. And it was a whole apple pie and in a fork. And you would just eat it and it would pass it to you. And just fucking went around until like the apple pie was gone. It was awesome. And then Pam got stomach virus in the middle of the night, threw up all night.
Which is why I said it probably wasn't a good thing.
She was the only one that got sick.
Apparently I was like deathly ill.
Yeah, it was like not long after we went to bed, she's like puking in the tent, like throwing up in the trash bag.
You weren't doing well with the other's germs.
Yeah, and then she made it through the night, and we
left immediately the next morning.
And fun fact, the weekend we were there was apparently opening day of duck season in Pennsylvania. So like right at daybreak, it was like, yeah, that's what you heard everywhere. Just
the alarm clock is going off.
Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, fuck, is it duck season? Holy shit. We wake up, it was raining, so everything was wet.
It was pouring when we got there.
Yeah,
we got there late.
Yeah. We were there for probably 9 hours total.
It was bad.
You guys remind me of a camping trip. So I shout out to Philman. He'll remember this. We went down to the New River onto Mr. Dooley's property. It's right on the New River. I've camped there 100 times. We get down there. I smoked the nicest weed, the nicest joint. He and I are super high, right? Just properly fucking faded. And then it starts to rain and then sleet, right? And I am not prepared for any of this. And I have a dude with me. At one point but we're feeling good, right? We got the beer going too. I have, shout out to the old F-150. I had my third door open. Remember when they made a truck? They're like, we'll just do 3 doors. We don't want to jump into 4 doors yet. So we just have, Pam, you know what that means?
What was the 3
door? When like, say his truck right now, right? Before
I think that's where I got confused.
Remember they just had remember the trucks before, like they were his size, right? That F-150. They were just extended cab. Small, like this very small little bench in the back.
Yeah.
Well, they made a door for the bench, like a third door, any back door,
like my old truck, how it opened out. It was only one side.
But they only did one side. They were like, they only did 3 doors. They didn't do the driver's side. They just did the passenger side.
Okay, that's where I was confused.
Yeah. So then we inflated the mattress. We put it over top as a roof, right? And we're just sitting there drinking, and no one else is showing up for hours. We're there super early, and I actually get out at one point. I was like, all right, there's a grill over there. I turn it on. I was like, oh, fuck, it's working. I was like, maybe some of this grass is tall. Maybe I could actually dry out some of the grass in this fucking grill, and then I could actually start a fire in this rain. And I sat there, I swear to God, in the rain, trying to dry out grass in a grill to use as kindling to actually start a large fire because there was firewood there that was getting wet. I had no kindling. I just had nothing. Yeah. I was trying everything. I was grabbing every little kindling, trying to throw it on this grill to dry it out so I could actually get it lit, so I could start a bigger log. And it's the only time I've ever grilled fucking logs and grass. You know what I mean?
I'll pee real quick.
Pam, I'll take another beer. We'll drink. Pam, lock that door. We're going all the way. All right. We are now the dude. It's the dude, dad, and girl.
Yeah.
Shout out CCD. Dude. Let's go. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Dude, dad, mom.
First off, did you ever think we were sitting in church, right? We're doing CCD. We're doing school. And one day we'd be here on a podcast.
It's crazy.
The circles,
Yeah,
it's
all the reconnections.
We can't escape each other.
No.
We're like
meant to be soulmates.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the world keeps bringing us back together.
Soul friends.
Over some thoughtful, learning.
Right.
Right. All right, let me frost this thing up.
That was a better pour than the previous.
Do you guys have any more parties going, everyone coming over? Any more dinners?
No, I mean, other than anything that we just plan to do, like if we just want people to come over, get wild or something before, we go back to school, that might be the case. But otherwise, we're done with all the family coming over and us going places. And
I would like to get banged up 1 or 2 more times.
I think you should show off the nails, by the way. I looked at the nails. They look great. Yes, very, very
sweet. They match your shirt a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, did she do that today?
No.
Did she put the shirt on the match?
I told her to make sure she unbuttons a couple.
Yeah, get the things out. I mean, look.
You paid a lot of money for them.
Get the
I paid a lot of money for them.
I paid a lot of money for them. I didn't pay shit.
Let them breathe a little bit. I mean,
me and Charlotte.
You gotta, nothing worse than, not running the diesel. You know what I mean? So you want to fucking get the twin turbos going. You know what I mean? Okay.
Don't let breathe. So yesterday was hunting. Soph came with me.
Your mom.
And he chews or has rogues.
First off, let me back that up before you say any of that. Okay, no one chews. You guys are doing little sissy pouches.
As soon as I say
you ain't never ripped a lip. Okay, you throw a fucking wad. You ain't never thrown a wad in.
Closest you've gotten to chew is almost swallowing.
I put a snooze in.
Bottle.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'll get back. So whatever. So he goes, hey, you want a rogie? I'm like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'm sipping on black coffee. Put a rogue in.
That's a dog's name, Rogue. That's what I'm saying.
Little Zinny boy.
I don't do nicotine stuff. So the nicotine shit usually hits me pretty good. It's like, it'll get me buzzed up.
It's right? Fucking rock hard,
son. So it started doing this thing, and I had nothing in my stomach but black coffee, and I'm like, all right, I feel
Black
pretty
Rifle.
Good.
Get it right. You should call it Black Rifle. Look at you. You're Black Rifled out. You shouldn't even call black coffee. Black coffee. Actually, I had some Black Rifle.
And then the brandy came out. So I had a little shot of brandy.
That's how people hunt. How else do you duck hunt?
The brandy, the Rogue, and the black coffee.
You're done.
It was, I fucking peaked. It was like at a certain point I was like, this is it. This is it right here. Where I'm at, I don't give a fuck if we kill a bird. I don't care about nothing else.
Well,
but
at least
right
I know why you were late getting home.
Right here in this moment, this was like 8 a.m., okay? It wasn't that fucking late. But I'm like, now I know why there's drug addicts and alcoholics. Like this right here, and it, you know, there's like that, I don't know, what would you say, 20-minute window where it's like, fucking right. And
are you addicted to Rogies?
Soft even said, he was like, are you like in the zone right now? I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is the fucking combo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was good. And then we killed a couple birds too. Yeah. Icing on the cake.
So a Soft shot a bird?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I was with him when he shot his first duck, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. And I get him out as much as possible. And we shot, he shot a few birds this week with us. Yeah, he's been out, I think, twice. You could go. You've been invited, but you don't want to get your hunting license, so.
I have to go, yeah.
You got to drive to West Virginia. I know. Talk to the mountain men, Popcorn Sutton.
Fuck that. You know what? Because next year, you're going to be asking to come to my pod.
You haven't even offered.
We break ground.
You haven't even
spring.
You haven't offered.
No, I'm saying.
Duck hunt.
I have do you know about my hunting land?
No, yes. I don't think so.
Yes.
I have 100 acres in Laurel, and we're going to actually we're going to dig a pond next year, at least an acre pond, that we can hopefully just kind of hold some water because we'll have that tax ditch, but definitely flood the shit out of. Now, hopefully next year I'll have my own spot where I actually invite some people over. And
I just want to go camping down there. I don't even have to deer
camp
hunt.
is ASAP. We went down there and fixed the tent and everything.
I would like to go.
Yeah, Jeri did tell me about.
I would like to go winter camping down there.
Let's plan that. Let's make that a 2025 fucking mission.
But it's got to be, winter's almost over, so it better fucking happen.
Not at all is winter almost over.
You know it's going to be cold.
We haven't even gotten started yet. It don't even start till February or March.
I mean, if December's staying this warm, 60-degree December days, we're going to be cold till.
Did you see the reports
May.
though?
Yes.
There's some reports.
January's supposed to be.
There's some reports that we may get some fucking crazy amount of snow, like some
this
10
weekend.
to 15 inches over the next couple of weeks.
Go.
Monday, the kids are going to have a snow day. First day back.
Did you see it's come up through? It's going to come up. It's going to come up from the south as it usually does,
and then get cold and turn into snow.
And we're supposed to get like, I don't know about blizzard like, but like just short of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want like blizzard shit. I want
blizzard. You know how much I'll make $100 an hour getting in my truck, sitting in some nice comfy ass weather, pushing snow around.
Yeah.
I hope it snows all fucking day. Cause I'll make money on my jobs. I'll also make money while everyone's sleeping. I'm playing the snow.
Yeah. That's true.
For $100 an hour. So at least make a G bar through the middle of the night while everyone's sleeping. Just quietly
make
just
a
have
G
some
bar.
Make a little G bar.
Yeah.
How about you do it? I could do it 7 days a week. That's $7,000 right in my fucking pocket for doing nothing.
Playing in the snow.
Playing in the snow.
Literally.
I'll take that all fucking day.
No, for sure.
That's what daddy likes.
Yeah.
That's what daddy wants.
I'm not a cold weather person.
No?
So, but I do, I appreciate the winter during the winter time. Like, if it's going to be cold, it needs to be cold from November to March. I'll give it till March. But as soon as March hits, I'm ready for spring. You had your chance.
Yeah.
You had your chance to winter. Now it's springtime.
I agree with that. When you're like, hey, I thought we were done here.
Yeah, I don't want to be freezing my ass off on St. Patty's Day. No, I'm done.
I agree.
No
we'll be
snow.
out there.
I'm out.
We've had every kind of weather St. Patty's Day. I remember it has snowed its dick off St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
To wearing shorts and flip flops to the block party Sheridan's. And everything in
between. You guys are diehard block party
We
Sheridan's.
used to be.
What are you doing now?
We used to be. Last year.
We had a party. You were there.
We ended up throwing the party.
Oh, that party.
The St. Patrick's Day party.
I was there.
Yeah.
I smoked so much weed.
Thank you. You got her fucked up to go to sleep.
First off. Hey, dude.
It was your fault. It was entirely your fault.
Yeah. She was, I don't know, you were acting familiar with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she got caught up in the moment, but
it's not that I'm not familiar. It's just I was past that point where I needed to be partaking.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently not.
Way too much.
Ruined my night.
I forgot about that. I will blame it. We did a lot of flip cup.
Yeah, it was one-on-one. It was just me and you playing Flip Cup because
I can't wait for everybody.
Yeah, we kept waiting for people to come play. Nobody wanted to come play.
Like this. Whoever cheers my cup,
and it just happened to be me every single time.
That's my dog right there. Those cheers right now. You know what I mean?
Cheers.
Social. And then we've done Starboard. I like Starboard. We started switching it up the last couple of years. We
just got over.
Do you do the gala?
Over Sharon's.
Huh? No.
Do you guys do the gala?
I want to, but I've never done it.
Oh my god, we gotta do the gala.
When is it? Like November?
It used to be a big lifeguard one. We used to always go.
Yeah.
You get dressed to the T's.
Yeah, isn't it in November when they do
fancy.
It? November, December, or is it in January?
I thought it was like winter.
I think it already passed though. Like it just happened.
I thought it was like straight up winter time. Is it November?
Because I thought it was like winter because we got ready. The money goes for the beginning of the year. It's for the lifeguards secretly, but it's the last couple of years has been at the lighthouse, the big ballroom there.
Is it really?
Is that what you're talking about? The Dewey Gala? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know if they call it the Dewey Gala. This was just for
Starboard?
DBP and the lifeguards.
There's a Dewey Gala you get dressed up like ballroom gowns.
Maybe
type
that's
thing.
what they call it now. I'm not sure. You know what? I didn't look into it. They used to have but it used to be in a Starboard. Big ice luge, and they'd have food all the way like this in a fucking shoehorn, just all the way around.
Yeah,
and it would be a big dance, nice dance. But it was the money because Monty would throw that because the town Dewey's so crooked. They would always take the lifeguards' money and use it for the department because for whatever reason in that town, the police department does not like the lifeguards. Dude, you just get a ticket as a lifeguard in Dewey. You go in there and you try to talk to the judge, and he would be like, "Oh, you a lifeguard?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, you need to go talk to Todd. I'm not handling you lifeguards." I'm like, "He gonna tell me to come down here? Can I just pay the damn thing?" It was very weird down there.
Crooked.
They didn't like. I think one of the big problems was. No knock to cops, but a lot of the rental cops are kind of nerdy kids.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed. I think back then they weren't allowed to hang out in Dewey. So it was kind of like, it always became a revenge session, the nerds versus the jocks kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
It kind of mixed up like that. Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
You know, where we're like, I didn't care about anything.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple years that we went to Sheridan's block party was kind of like a dud. Kind of got tired of it.
Really?
I was tired of seeing the same fucking people.
It didn't have very good vibes. Like either like we would get in a fight or like somebody else would get in a fight, and it was just like it was just no longer like
fun.
Good for us.
We were forcing it.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna pee now.
We were forcing it.
But I want to tell you about an almost altercation at fucking Nick Bowling's I had yesterday.
Nick down in Rehoboth. The cool thing is, talking about the Sheridan's block party, Tom has his, was that 2018, 2019?
That's fucking
the tricycle race. Yeah, 2018 St. Paddy's Day tricycle race. So they would do a indoor, it was a circle, right? Down
yeah,
back.
It was in a tent. They had they have the tent there.
Yeah,
and they would have the track, and you'd go down around the cone and go back.
Yeah, and indoor thing, little kids tricycles, and Tom won it in 2018.
He said Candace did. Don't be stealing her thunder.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, all right. Well, we'll set this down here then, because I thought it was Tom. Are you having fun on the podcast?
Yeah.
Are we talking about things that are inappropriate?
No, and I was concerned like for a second just because, you guys were hot at the high school for a little bit. And I'm like, man, if I have like students watching this and we're talking about sex toys.
So did you ever hear?
I'm having a lot of fun. Let's keep this going.
Did you ever hear students talk about us while you were in school?
I don't think so. Not that I remember.
Good. Great.
But I remember it being a thing like you guys were being like shared amongst the high school crowd.
Yeah, when I told you when we did the Pop Warner thing at the high school, like we got a shit ton of high school followers in that little week. What's that, Tom? Is that a cigarette?
Yeah. Cigarette.
Tom did a hot box this thing.
We were talking about.
This will freshen up a little bit. Just get the body flowing. This is like just a nice organic. It's like a body yoga.
It's like a nice organic.
I'm gonna get fired.
When Tom when Tom doesn't know what to say, he throws in the word organic into the mix.
I mean, I feel like that's what they do at grocery stores, so why not?
Yeah, they say organic and they put it in a brown wrapper, and all of a sudden it looks healthy.
They put a leaf on it.
Yeah.
It always has to have a leaf, like organic with a leaf.
The other day, Jeri was describing his jalapeno popper sauces to me. He's like, it's got a little funky taste to it. I'm not sure. I was like, oh, it's artisan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, let's call it artisan. It tastes like feet. You have to like blue cheese to like it, or cream cheese. It's a weird thing. Tell me about this Nicobola thing.
Oh, dude, there was, I walk in, take my brother-in-law. He's like, where are we going to stop to? I'm like, we're going to Nicoboli's, dude. You know,
on Rehoboth Avenue.
There's only one spot now.
Okay.
It's only on the
on the avenue. Okay.
Route 1.
Oh, really? Right on Rehoboth Avenue is not there no more?
What? Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
That's
they
a taco
moved
joint.
it to the big spot.
Which is cool because the bigger spot's cool because it's way better, way bigger. Mm-hmm. They have a whole to-go kitchen and to-go area right outside. You just pull up, you know. So they kind of adjusted with COVID. They're like, cool, you guys are up the fucking rent 100 times. Yeah, we're out. See ya. Jeez. They've made such a name, and the beach is such year round now that they're like, let's just go out to the highway and have a really big joint. So that's what they did. So I walk in there, and the bar is packed. I'm getting this little corner. I get in a little corner. Josh isn't. He's pissing. He didn't come. I'm sitting next to the old lady. Couple of teeth. Oh, it's not really my spot where I want to eat. You know what I mean? And there's one guy looks like he just got out of prison. Motherfucker's tattooed head to toe, right? Talking super loud. I'm like, all right. He's I've got little man syndrome. He's already drunk. Those two combos, not great. He's talking very loud. I'm like, I bet this doesn't go well. 2 spots open up. 2 lesbians get up. Obviously, it's Rehoboth. Go sit in their seats. They're cool. And then about 20 minutes later, that guy is like giving motherfucking F-bombs, calling people Chinese liberals and Chinese communism because he can't talk the way he wants to, and people are trying to tell him, you know,
no boy.
He can't. I'm like, first off, you're being a bad salesman right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone looked at you and said, I think you'd act this way, and you did.
Yep.
You're a bad salesman on that one. Also,
proved them right.
You bad salesman? Yeah. Maybe they should. Maybe they shouldn't. You know, maybe they didn't like what you were saying about the politics. You know, but you're being an asshole yelling. Second bad salesman.
Or maybe people just don't like assholes.
He was being an asshole. He couldn't fix it. But I was like, damn, man, like, you can't, like, just, you know, how often do you get to go to a public place where someone's, like, being super, like.
And it's the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, like, super mean.
Yesterday?
Super obnoxious, yeah.
New Year's Eve, middle of the day.
Eve, yeah.
And he was by himself.
He was in a tank top. He looked like he just got out of prison. He's tattooed, because he has certain face tattoos. You're like, that bitch has done some time. You know what I mean?
That's weird, man. I don't, you're right. If you look that way, you would think you would work harder to be the opposite of what people would perceive you as, right? Bad salesman, like you say.
Yeah.
People,
so I think,
I reordered.
Oh, no, it's ripped on it. So, so people only judge you first. They go, oh, you look like, but maybe it's not. But then you start acting like, shots fired, come out!
Holy shit.
It's a twist top. What were you doing?
That bitch came out.
Holy fuck, awesome.
There's a hole in the ceiling.
God,
I almost lost an eye.
Great short. I have to catch that one on there.
God.
So he started flipping out like, now you're literally being the guy that you're mad about that we're saying you're an asshole, but now you're being the asshole.
Yeah.
But before you were cool.
Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things.
Also, Nicoboli's cheese fries, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God.
Dude,
I'm a sucker for cheese fries.
I have never ordered a large, look, little Jeri back there. I've never ordered a large from there. Regular size is this large.
Jesus Christ.
And they probably have a little spicy. Oh, look, when you get cheese fries, it's going to be some nasty processed.
Oh, yeah.
No homo fucking, milk. You know what I mean?
Better be.
Canned cheese.
So, but it's a little spicy. It's got its own little thing going on.
So,
look, I'm trying to get it.
When we just did this thing and the thing popped, it reminded me when I was a kid it was either my grandmom's or their friend's house, which was kind of odd. 2 completely different areas in kind of the boonies of Bear, Kirkwood, Delaware.
Yeah.
Same exact house. Like, not in a neighborhood, just the same exact fucking house. Same layout, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, at some point in their life when I was a baby or whatever, like, I don't remember, but somebody popped a champagne and the cork thing went into the ceiling and it stayed there. And it was
really?
there like my entire life. There's always
No one would ever remove it.
It was always just in
Bad
the fucking
juju.
ceiling.
That was their little piece in the jar. They said, you know what, that was a good fucking
remember
time.
that night?
Yeah.
Leave that bitch in the ceiling.
Remember that night when Uncle Joe popped the fucking champagne and it went up in the ceiling and it just was always
that's
there.
a good memory.
It was just always
I
there.
used to always love shooting those corks off that New Year's Eve.
I did not expect that
Can
to
you
do
slowly
that.
remove it? I'm like, yeah, it's sure. You want me to slowly pop this loaded gun? I'm going to shoot this motherfucker somewhere. Ping, ping, ping,
What
ping.
did you do? Did you try to like push it off like it was a regular cork?
I had it like it was my wiener and just pulled. So it was like the head of the wiener was sticking out. And it shot out. Yeah.
You got a twist.
Okay, I want to bring you guys back a little bit. Speaking of New Year's Eve,
He gets distracted.
New Year's Eve is unique, and I feel as when you were single, there's no bigger date than New Year's Eve to like find a mate or feel like there was going to be change in your life. So like I feel like because it's the only time you dressed up. Now right? If you went to a party New Year's Eve, was it not usually a time you would dress up?
There was a time. Yeah.
That's not now.
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
saying
yes.
then. I'm
Yes,
saying
yes.
early 20s.
Correct. Yeah.
Early 20s was like, this is like your, like, a lot, at least for me, New Year's Eve was always like the new start. You're nice and fancy. The girls are all dressed up. You're like, this is the new me. I'm gonna start off right. Maybe I'll find a soulmate. Now, who knows? There's so much promise in the air. And from what movies tell me, I'm guaranteed to kiss a woman at the end of the night at some point. You're like, that's how like, essentially the vibes you would create back then.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I never had that.
Or as a woman, how did you feel about New Year's Eve?
I don't know. It's just another night.
Well, bitch, you already married probably then. It was already...
Yeah.
I mean, I was married. Yeah, I've been married twice, so yeah.
I don't think I was single that many New Year's Eves where
Me neither.
I got to
some of
really
us tried
take
later.
advantage of it.
Honestly, yeah, I was never single. New Year's ever. My entire life, even
You know
at
when
7
you want
years
to
old.
segue into something and it just doesn't hit right? Well, I was single for until I was 31.
I was single for a couple.
31? Until I was 31. So
Yeah.
we had some fun. Let's roll.
What did you do last night?
Look at fucking making up there. These motherfuckers there. Fan club out
Fan
there.
club.
Yeah.
You know, mom's in here. You got the kids
yeah.
at the windows.
Dude, that's so true.
Right?
Once
Like, they wouldn't have been here.
One of the guys, they're like, they're in their fucking go to the backyard. But it's something about the mom. They gotta check on mom.
can't.
They know the mom.
They can't
They gotta
stand it.
fucking touch her 20 times. Like, hey,
Oh, God. They
hey,
know when I'm going to the bathroom. That's for damn sure.
these motherfuckers, these kids. I have to lock. If I don't lock it, I can test both areas. I'm like, I'm not gonna lock the bathroom, and I think it'll take about 3 minutes until a kid walks in here, and then. Ellie
3
will walk-
minutes. That's
Okay,
a lot.
I'm sorry, yeah, you're right.
30
Let's-
seconds?
Yeah, 30 seconds. Still like, I gotta
Maybe
pee. I'm
15?
like, oh, you had to pee the whole time we're playing. Now you gotta pee all of a sudden? Or, hey, what are you doing? Hey, you know what I mean? Like,
They want to have
I have a
full-blown
picture.
conversations.
I sent a picture to my brother. He texted me on WhatsApp. I was like, he's like, what do you know? I was like, we're like this. I was like, the dog's in there, Megan's in there, Ellie's in there. I'm like, just hanging out with my
Jesus
fucking poop
Christ.
partner.
And you know-
Anytime I poo, that's just who's
partners.
in. I got a dog and 2 kids. I want to be pooping.
Well,
with
you
me.
know, like, well, maybe you don't. Our master bathroom is super small. Like, it's basically a half bath that they squeezed a shower into.
Yeah, when we fixing that,
And
Jerry.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Selling all
and
these
it'll
houses.
be me trying to go to the bathroom, both kids, the dog. I don't know. Little Jerry thinks it's funny now because I made a joke about it a long time ago when he was really little about how he'd try to like sit on my lap while I'm going to the bathroom. And so now he thinks that's really funny. And I asked him the other day, I was like, guys, because him and Charlotte were in there. I'm like, if you had friends over, would you be in the bathroom with them while they were trying to go to the bathroom? And they're like, huh? And I'm like, your buddy Luke's over here. Are you going to be in the bathroom with him while he's going pee? And they're like, no. Like, they seem absolutely disgusted. I'm like, okay, then let's pretend that I'm Luke and you get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah.
go into the bathroom.
Fucking stupid.
They do like the dog lady. She's like, what are you doing? You in the bathroom? I want to be there too. Can I shut the door for you? She comes in like this, like this. So she knows she's not. She's like, comes like this, like, I just can't stay away from you.
Tank lays on the outside of the door, right outside
Yeah.
the door. He'd come in and lay.
Ruger would be in the bathroom.
Yeah, my old dog, he'd be in the bathroom.
It's labs.
And you gotta be with
Dude's like, is that a lazy boy? Did you just kicked up? You just you kicked up the feet part.
Under it.
Let me under it. I mean, like,
so you just can't get up.
Yeah. Are you in it? Like something like this? He'd be like, can I lay right behind you so when you get up, like you just roll into me?
Or we have the dachshund now, and
wait, I thought it was a wiener dog.
Yeah,
which is a dachshund.
Miniature dachshund.
Miniature
Who
dachshund.
doesn't know that? I'm doing that for the camera.
Miniature dachshund, yeah.
Who would call it that? It's a wiener dog.
He's the biggest cuddler in the entire world, and he's my shadow. Like
Candace,
but he wants to be like up in your face when you're laying down.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, that's one of Candace's favorite dogs. When we used to go camping with Justin Hubbard, he used to have a wiener dog, and
really?
she'd be like, I want one of those wiener dogs. Yeah,
I can't.
This is our second. They're so sweet. They're the sweetest little dogs.
Speaking of camping,
I
went through a whole bunch of memory cards the other day to try to find some videos.
Yeah,
and I just came across one of your old GoPro ones. And there's real old.
I figured you'd be watching some of the old videos that got on there. I'm surprised you've never asked about any video that's on there.
I didn't watch them, but I'm like just scrolling through, looking at what's on these things. And there was one I clicked through, and you were like looking at, like you could tell you were setting up the GoPro, and Candace was in the background. So it was at least when you were with Candace, but obviously pre-kids and all that shit. Somewhere fishing in a river, looks like Virginia, but it didn't look like Union Hill, or it didn't look like that,
right,
but it might have been.
If it was very wide, it would have been
really wide.
That's New River.
Okay.
I actually just sent those videos to my buddy where he caught the largest red eye I've ever seen.
Really?
And I caught a huge pike, like pickerel, like fucking. At the same time, like you see the GoPro, like I'm hooking up, yelling at him. He's yelling back. We don't know. He doesn't know. I have this huge pickerel, and he's got at least a 5-pound fucking smallmouth.
Wow.
Huge. Huge.
That's really big.
Huge.
Huh? My turn. Oh, Pam's got a poop.
Your turn. You can use yard too if you want. You know, there's a shed, a yard.
One of the kids.
I will have go in the house. Get in there. Say hi to Candace.
I will.
Speaking of spending money in bathrooms, I think this spring I'm going to try my hardest to get a pole barn back here.
Yeah.
I've been measuring. I think if the county will allow me, I'm going to get a 2,400 square foot, which is a 40 by 60.
That's not too bad. That's not too big.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Now, 40 by 60 is huge. You see theirs? It's like twice that.
Yeah.
And I want to do 16 foot.
Okay.
With the attic trusses.
16-foot walls.
16-foot walls.
Plus attic trusses.
Plus the attic trusses.
Would you put a podcast space in there? Or would you keep this?
It's funny you think about that, because I think about that. I'm like, man, it depends on the electric I get out there, because this area is a little older. I actually only have like a 100-watt amp or panel in here. Yeah. I don't have much electric, so I don't know that I have enough electric to get out there. Would I do it in the future? Most likely. If we had enough electric, I would do it ASAP, but I probably would have to call the utility company, get them to run like 200 just back to my spot. I can't afford to rip down my fucking house right now to put 200 in there.
You're going to need electric in there anyway.
Yeah, I just need some lights. It's all storage. I need a pole barn to get my shit the fuck out of weather. You know how many times it's like God lets me know, like, you need to buy a pole barn. I'll keep trying to tell you. Are you getting some new products? You gonna load your whole trailer up today? Yeah. I'll make it rain tomorrow. Yeah. ASAP. Hasn't rained in 6 weeks.
We need
tomorrow.
We need that too. I really want to put my boat inside. And it's funny because like Pam and I talk about either the bathroom remodel or the pole barn, and it's like it's bathroom. Which one's first?
Bathroom. Wait, first off, you're looking at me.
Yeah, I know. The bathroom's going to be cheaper.
We can make way cheaper.
Yeah, the bathroom's going to be way cheaper for sure. But I would expect her 100% to go, I want my bathroom remodel. But recently she's like, can you hurry up and build a pole barn so I can get this shit out of because our garage is like a hangout.
Yeah.
So she wants the little bit of shit I have in there out so we can make a living.
You need one.
We're putting our old our couch that we're replacing. We're putting that couch in the garage.
Yeah.
And moving some shit around. So she's like, wouldn't it be nice to move the workbench and the cabinets out and all the 4-wheeler and dirt bike out, and then this could be the freezer.
Sir.
So I said, well, which one do you want first? You want the bathroom or the pole barn? And she's kind of leaning towards the pole barn.
Yeah, because she sees your lifestyle. My wife sees my lifestyle. Yeah. We have, like, there's work, and then, like, you have like a work lifestyle. Like being outdoorsman requires a lot of equipment.
A lot of shit.
It requires storage. Yep. It requires room to maintenance the storage. You know, like my boat's sitting out there. I feel bad because I'm like, I gotta drain the water. You know, I'm gonna flush it out. I was like, is it going to rain tonight? I'm like, of course it would. I haven't taken the boat out in a while. And the first time I take it out, of course it's going to rain. I was like, this is why I need a pole barn. I could have backed it in lazily tonight, last night, and then pulled it out this morning.
As long as the water's drained out of it and it's not going to freeze inside there and freeze the bilge and all that shit, you got the plug out, you'll be okay. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The boat's drained. I'm just talking about the engine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not winterizing my boat. I might go sea duck hunting Friday.
Apparently, these new 4-strokes, you don't have to winterize.
That's what I've heard that too.
Because first off, I just plug the hose into my engine now
and flush it out.
So
and I think that's the thing. Make sure all
the water's out. I have Bluetooth. I even haven't hooked it up yet. I have Bluetooth on my engine.
What?
That door might actually be locked from the outside. No, it's not. Shouldn't be. I could be wrong. Maybe the kids, they were trying 100 times.
No, it's not locked. Yeah, she said it was locked.
I think the kids tried the code too many times.
Oh. It's another one of those situations?
Yeah, see? It's not me. It's fucking you guys.
Yeah, maybe
that's some crazy shit.
All right, we're back. Pam's back. She took a quick poop.
So, Pam, are we doing the bathroom remodel or are we getting a pole barn first? As you play your hair. Every girl, just right here. Is that new? I don't remember girls when I was young going like this. Is it new? Let's say.
It was windy. I was just trying to smooth it out.
That's fucking not. It's I would say for the last at least 5 years. Doesn't every woman.
When they're thinking.
There's more cameras now. There's more cameras on women than there's ever been. Maybe that should be a segment. Let's go. Has there not been?
Yeah, there is.
There's more cameras than you ever. There's always someone taking a picture, filming something,
or taking pictures of yourself.
Yeah. The casting couch it never ends. You're always just
always
couch,
like you always got to act like somebody's watching, right?
Yeah, come on. Easy, Jeri. Easy, boy.
What?
Settle down. I see the way you looked at that fucking. You thermaled that meat over there.
Thermaled that meat,
dude.
God dang.
You got a little hole in the jeans. You saw some kneecap.
Yeah, so a little kneecap.
Just a kneecap.
Don't be showing that kneecap.
Speaking of, when did the thermal dudes come out for your? Fuck that. Who cares?
Yeah.
Bathroom or pole barn? What are we doing?
I keep going back and forth. It's like, do I want the shit out of the garage quicker, or do I want a bigger bathroom quicker?
Did you see ours?
So, your bathroom?
I literally just finished my master bathroom.
I didn't go into your master, no.
You should.
I just used the hall.
If you got to pee, you go in there next. Get some ideas. I think you should do the bathroom first.
I kind of feel like I should too.
Or we do both.
Because
I feel like
I think he should just hit the Mega Millions.
It's not.
I'll retire. He can do both.
If you get through me, we'll just make it happen. Okay.
Give me a price.
It's not that cheap. I'll give you a price. It was. I spent $3,000 in glass work.
No, fuck.
The glass work you seen it? You see my bed? $3,000 glass work.
It's nothing.
That's me knowing people.
It's nothing.
I spent the tile's not that crazy. I spent maybe with the under $5,000 with the tile and waterproofing.
You're getting over budget already. No, I'm just kidding.
The vanity we got for $300. That was a double vanity.
That was the steel.
That was a steel. Had no top.
Yeah.
If you buy them regular, $3,500 for a double vanity. Now, you can definitely find a double vanity for cheap, but now I have almost $1,000 of probably the mirrors and two vanity lights.
See, that's not necessary.
That's why I say, but I love my wife. She wants that, and I'm gonna buy some once. They were about $250 each.
Mm-hmm.
So the mirrors, and I should say so the vanity lights were about $220. $220 right there. So $220. The one mirror is about $300. We got the one mirror from the outlet store for like maybe $50. Yeah. But they didn't have it exact. We had to go online and actually buy it at that time. So short of $1,000 just in those 4 pieces for your finished work. You got $250 in a toilet. Gotta buy a toilet. And you need new plumbing. I mean, you're going to be at least 15 to 20 with us making no profit. So, not bad. That's not that bad.
So, 20, so 25.
That's like one house.
So $25,000.
It's like one house. One good house sale.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, too,
you
with
have
ours,
it drawn up though.
Yeah,
right?
the thing is,
like
we got to knock walls down. We got to adjust some plumbing. Yeah. It's not an easy job.
And it would be like my absolute
job.
dream.
I've never
to
walked
bring the washer and dryer upstairs.
Let's do it. I've never walked in a job where people were like, "Yeah, it's going to be totally easy for you. That's why you're here."
Yeah,
this is something we could totally do ourselves, but we want you here.
No,
we want to pay you instead.
We had this. What could we do? Yeah. I mean, they talk like cavemen. Like, in my basement, yeah, dude. I go to my basement's like, we want, like that. Like, where they don't talk. Like, I'm like, so do you want? Are we living here?
Yeah.
I gotta create the whole thing.
I have the plans.
Put laundry upstairs easy. You just have to find the right
done and everything. The whole nine. Yeah.
Where's your bathroom is connected, so your plumbing's already upstairs.
No, the plumbing's there. Yeah. You just gotta move it a little bit.
The back wall.
Is your bathroom moving? He's worried about losing space in our closet.
How the bathroom and closet?
What am I coming over? Let's make it work. Let's at least so you can
show you the plans.
That way you can plan. Fuck your plans. All right, you fucking engineer last 15 years ago. Okay.
No, I got it. I got it drawn up. It's in CAD. It's drawn up. Everything.
Engineers. All right. This is the problem. There's problems with engines. The engineer comes in. The fucking
It's just a layout. That's all it is. It's just a layout. It's a floor plan.
Okay,
it's not
a floor plan.
Yeah. It's not construction drawings. Okay. It's just a floor plan. I got the pole barn done.
Okay.
I got the new
Really, I just want the bathroom to be bigger, and I want the washer and dryer
I think we do
upstairs.
Why don't I just build a pole barn?
Oh yeah, $100,000. Okay, cool.
Okay.
No.
I'm not saying this.
Anyway,
there's not $100,000 in there.
Remember, I don't have anything to offer.
I would say there's probably for you. I would say with the pole barn you're going to build,
it's 50.
No, you ain't spending no damn 50 on a pole barn.
I bet.
If you went through me, you know me.
You did it.
Come on.
Get it to 30.
We homie hooked this motherfucker.
Get it to 30, and I'll do the bathroom and pole barn at the same time.
Don't get twisted.
The kids
are so expensive. But
we're already
I think for the pole barn,
you're on the couch in the garage.
How big is the house? How many square foot is the house?
I don't know. We didn't do much. We didn't do much research on this house. We walked in, said we liked it, and bought it.
First off, I was so happy when we were buying a house. I was like, they're gonna love the neighborhood.
Yeah,
because there's no neighborhood like Campsback.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
It's beautiful. That's not biased.
It's amazing.
All right, I was good with it and an asshole to it.
No, it was great.
But that neighborhood is the best.
We were talking about just the other day because you always dream lottery winnings and stuff. I'm like, would we move? And he's like, no. I'm like,
you can't put a price on good neighbors.
I'd pimp it out, but I wouldn't leave.
Yeah, so I agree. I love that neighborhood. I've always loved that neighborhood. That's where I grew up, and I love the big oval circle. You get an acre yard no matter what you buy.
Yeah, and no HOA. I hate a fucking HOA.
Dude, that's why I love seeing. I go in there, I'm like, damn, they got a log boiler or like a fucking trailer sitting in the back. Like, that's what's great. It's a neighborhood that doesn't have an HOA, which is super rare around here.
Super rare.
And you get an automatic acre.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're saying I like to live out county lines, but I don't want to live that far out. I still have to be, it's right there. So
yeah, it's perfect.
That was a cool place to grow up. I think, by the way, without the Mr. Jeri in here, there's no way we can't make this fucking bathroom work and the pole barn work. How many square foot is the house? You can build your pole barn can be as big as the house plus 10%.
I mean, the house isn't that big.
Do you know a square foot?
No.
Oh, he's locked out. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You got it, yeah. Jesus.
I'll let him in.
Folks, we're having a fucking great time. I've smoked a little bit of weed. I've drank at least 4 or 5 or 4 90
By
minutes.
the time we leave, we'll have a full bottle, big bottle of champagne.
Let's go.
Done.
First of all, can't afford my wiener.
How much? How big is it? How many square foot is your house? 17?
My wiener.
I thought he was talking about your
How big is it? How big is it? 11 inches around.
I think like 2,000, 1,800-ish, probably upstairs, downstairs. It's not big. It's small.
18. So yeah. So if you're 2,000, we can get to like the 2,400 mark.
No, we're not adding to it. We're just remodeling the space we have.
Your pole barn. Your pole barn can be your square footage plus 10%.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No,
that includes lean-tos. So my suggestion is I'm going to build the pole barn as big.
Yeah, we want the lean-to.
No, I mean lean-to as far as like pole barn.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, or that's what I have drawn up. So the patio side, shed roof.
We'll do that last.
Bigger patio, little bit of patio transition.
Because they count that stuff. My goal would be to build as big as you can build, and then you add that on.
No, I got the size already.
No, bitch, I'm saying if you want a bigger pole barn, you would do that. And then after you get your final CO, they're like, great, you can move in. Not move in, but like, give your, CO. And then okay, cool. Then you add your lean on. Because they know Kent County, person coming by to look at a fucking lean on.
Okay, I got you.
That's my suggestion.
What you guys want to talk about now?
What we're doing with this bathroom.
No, that's boring.
I'm not picky with the bathroom. Like I said, my only thing is I want it bigger so that way.
I'll keep going.
Bathroom.
I'm only talking to myself.
Big giant shower.
Big giant. It is a
dual heads.
Yeah.
Dual heads. We didn't.
And a bench. I missed the bench.
You gotta have the bang bench. I mean, leg shaving bench.
Yeah, the leg shaving bench.
Do you guys have a well there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll run into a few problems with well pressure. So
two
dual
heads.
heads, or maybe just the rain style heads provide the PSI because it has to fall. You have gravity, you have a little weight.
That'd be
it feels
fine.
harder. That's probably better.
Do they make a long, wide rainfall like that could go 3 feet ish?
Yeah.
I think that would be
because that would be like
Yeah, that'd be good.
as long as possible.
But you know how you make 3 feet? You just add more of them.
What else are you having for dinner tonight besides prime rib? Because the prime rib seems to be an issue. I mean, you got sides, you got Brussels, you got some risotto.
Brussels.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Who's making the sides?
Do you know? I got perfect chicken salad. I should send it home with you. We won't get eaten here.
Chicken salad?
Chicken salad.
Done.
And I made it a little more dry.
Why?
I don't know. Just not to be. I decided not to make. It was a little more artisan. Wasn't as wet. I mean, I didn't go deli style. Deli style is straight. Come on, get the bananas in there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't
That's
like
too
the
much.
mayo.
No.
I want a little more dry.
You could always add.
I want
you
guys to take it home because it's an organic bird. Okay, it was a straight organic bird. I fucking made that motherfucker come on. You know what I mean? So I need you to take it home because I don't like it wasted. You gotta make like one nice little meatball. I might have to send a care package home because they won't stop coming over. They keep bringing food.
Yeah.
We keep baking food here. It won't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm making food like, am I going to be able to eat this?
So you're not working today. Are you working tomorrow and Friday?
I'm trying to. I told the guy, what's today, Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
I told the guy I'm going to be there on Thursday. I got my guys working tomorrow.
Okay.
First serve. Bless him. My framer yesterday was like, I'm about to leave. It was early. Okay, look, we're going on the boat. Yeah. I made sure I picked up everything for everybody. I made 4 stops before we even went fishing. I made sure I at least got that in.
Yeah.
That's from Felton. Between Felton and Rehoboth, I stopped before we went out on the boat. At least got everybody started. That's my framer, the electrician, the plumber, just a homer I met. Before I was like, I got to do all this before we can even start. So I was able to do that very early. I met first off, my alarm. I set my alarm for 5. I wanted to be on a job site by 7. Couldn't make it. My alarm never went off. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Your alarm went off. You just didn't hear
No,
it.
dude. Yeah, it didn't. Because I'm telling you, I looked at it. It was on. I was like, I must have turned off my sleep. So I talked to my framer, and I looked at him. I said, "You good for tomorrow?" Or because my one framer is Spanish. Now Spanish people do holidays, but they don't do holidays. He might look at you and go like, "I'll be here tomorrow 7." I'm like, "Okay, it's Christmas, right?" But certain holidays they don't do. So I looked at him and said, "You coming tomorrow?" He looked at me and said, he was thinking, I was like, "I know you motherfucker will work tomorrow. Not that I need him to." And he's like, maybe.
But does a customer want him there on Christmas Day?
Some customers don't give a fuck because the way the job's set up, they might not even be at the house.
Yeah.
Or it's in the basement. Don't give a fuck. They love to hear that you're coming, and working. So
I wouldn't want somebody making a racket in my house on Christmas
some
Day.
people,
No.
some people, dude, it don't give a fuck,
Dude,
because some people are busy in their own house. They don't give a fuck.
Speak of the like shit like that with the furniture we just bought. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll deliver it on the 28th," which is super quick turnaround time.
Yeah.
But we're like, "That's Christmas break like that." That means I have to de-Christmas, empty the living room out, Like, I was like, let's just kick it another week.
Just tell them get in.
No, we pushed it out the next week.
No, because the chair was going to go where the Christmas tree is. So
yeah, which means we have to yeah, like, no, it's not a rush. Okay. We'll do it the following week.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have to, like, throw a wrench in Christmas break.
Okay.
You know? And because she's going to take it down. I'm not taking the shit down.
Yeah. I set it up. I take it down.
No, she's a decorator, not me.
I thought the family doesn't, well, at least my family, we still do now, the family puts together the ornaments.
No.
Because you pull back, you're like, oh, this is mine from when I was a kid.
Yeah, the kids do that.
This is yours when we were together. Like that picture up there at the very top, we have that as an ornament now.
Oh, yeah. Is it a ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have stuff like that. I have a few ornaments that I have.
We do.
For my dad. No big deal, but look, we had so many good ornaments when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had the fucking best. My mom being a mail lady, too, especially, like, getting all, like I used to tell you, all the free gifts from all our customers. We had the best gifts. And then, that last day I had to spend with Dad. Remember arguing with him? Not the last day with him, but like last day at the house, arguing with him. I was like, you motherfucker. I pretty much called him a loser. I was like, you get lost this fucking house, you piece of loser. And like, you know, we're going to end up leaving the fucking, all the Christmas gear up in there. You know, because it's sheriff's sale at this point. Like, you have to get out now. Yeah. Like, they're coming. We only had like 45 minutes to get out. Times when we're leaving. But we left all the Christmas stuff. We had the best ornaments. Remember the old lava lamps?
Yeah.
Old lava lamps. Just start with that. But all the good, the things I put up, like, I remember that year.
You left that?
All of it.
So just trash.
So something went to the trash. That's probably one of my mom's biggest, like, losses.
And that was our neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Across the street.
You know what we should ask them? Is that shit up there? Was it ever up there?
Because did they buy it? Is our neighbors now, are they the ones that bought it?
Oh, did your other neighbor sell?
No, the neighbor across the street was your house.
Yeah, they bought it. They've been there since.
So those people that live there now.
Yeah, it's never sold since.
Yeah, so it's Matt's house.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him if there was but I'm sure the bank. Well, I don't know, that house, I don't want to say it was rough, but he obviously bought it as is and he needed to like do some shit to it. And he's put new floor in.
It got rough.
Redo the
I remember being one of the guys that, punching holes in the wall. I remember punching a hole on the wall, going up the ceiling. My mom was like, no. And I'm like, oh shit, man. Some asshole stealing my Adderall who was fixing the fucking, cause by the point that, drug addicts are recruiting drug addicts.
Oh my God. Now Tom's got to pee again. You
guys are ridiculous.
This episode has went off the rails. So this is our drinking episode.
I fucking love it.
This is our drinking episode we've been wanting to do. I think the only other time we drank on the show was our 1 year. 1 year, which was in the springtime. Which was in the springtime. That was when we still had the single camera set up. I like the 2 camera setup a lot. This is a little bit more professional. What do you think so far? Is it fun?
I love it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, talking.
Do you see how it's a little bit like therapeutic?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, the world's shut out. And
you get stuff off your chest, I guess.
We're sitting here bullshitting.
What do you want to talk about now?
Probably end up cutting this piece out. No, I'm just kidding. I wonder what happened to Tom's 6 months no drinking when he's 4 IPAs in.
Maybe I'm a bad influence.
Holy shit, 4 IPAs in? Damn it, man. Yeah. I think this will be a Hoppy Floppy approved episode.
Shout out to Hoppy Floppy because my husband talks about you all the time. All the time.
That's not true.
I would say on a weekly basis, I see.
No, I show you a post.
A post or something is mentioned about Hoppy Floppy.
That's exaggerated.
I'm jealous.
First off, Jeri, I just realized you made her open the door when you could have put the code in.
I don't know the code.
You don't know the code?
You did know the code. That's how we got in the first time.
No, it was unlocked.
Oh.
Well, you should know the code.
No. Does it have a 7 in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, you ever stare at your own toys while you're pissing? You ever you're taking a piss, you stare back at your own toys, and you're like, I can't believe I have that. I can't believe I actually have that.
Look at the boat. Yeah. No, I know.
Stuff like that. I can't believe I actually made that happen.
So I
have another beer there, please.
I don't get sappy and all that kind of shit.
This is a 5-packer.
But
I do 6.
That's weird.
The
5 packs of beer.
5-packer.
I drank one the other night.
Oh, okay. It was a 6-pack. It was a 5-pack today.
Yes. Thanks for clarification.
He had to mansplain it for us.
Yeah.
6 minus 1.
Fucking mansplaining today.
I'm no math teacher, but
Math teacher, but
I do that a good bit.
yeah, mansplaining.
No, I'm talking
my
about
favorite mansplain. No, I gotta say it.
yeah, let's get the fuck out.
Favorite mansplain he ever did was when he explained that doubling something means that it's twice as much.
No, that was somebody else said that. I was retelling
think that
the
was
story.
you.
What's the backstory on this?
No,
Where are you at? Where's the backstory on this?
No,
I can't remember
because
what it
for him
was.
to say some
but-
dumb shit like that, how drunk was he?
No, somebody.
stone sober. He really thought I didn't understand what doubling meant.
Oh, he's
No.
just talking to you.
No,
Yeah, he was just
somebody-
talking to me.
You fucking Glasgow piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Somebody said that. I was repeating what they said.
No,
You
I
sound
don't
like
think that
a
was the
3-year-old.
case.
No.
I never did. I was repeating what they did.
No, I'm pretty sure that was all you, buddy.
No, well, I was in a meeting, a BNI
Sometimes I
meeting.
play along with it. Like I'll like feed into the mansplain just to see how far he'll go. And I forget
Just
it was
feed the
something.
ego.
It was something involving hunting, or we were talking about polar bears. And I remember just looking at him, just as serious as I could be, and being like, "A polar bear, is that bigger than me?" And he. Yeah, Pam, a polar bear is a lot bigger than you. I'm just sitting there like,
Damn, Jerry.
Can't even be like a nice dude. Can't even be a nice guy anymore.
Well, it doesn't sound like you were being very nice.
I was being
now he
really
thinks
nice.
I'm an
You
idiot.
just explained the fucking size of a polar bear.
Polar bears are big.
I don't know why this weed is so fucking moist.
It smells like pine trees, pine cones in here.
So, speaking of pine trees, where are we going this year? You guys got trips planned?
We were actually just talking about, we were going back and
You
forth.
can tell when some couple has been thinking about some shit. You said you weren't thinking about New Year's. I was like, they're not thinking about the year, but they're fucking planning a trip.
He told me the other day that I needed to decide whether I wanted to go to Hawaii to visit some friends of ours.
Oh, okay.
Or if I wanted to go to Fantasy Fest down in Key West.
Fantasy Fest, yes, down in Key West.
Yeah, and I'm like...
We were there like just a week after, I think.
And God, that's a hard decision. That's a hard decision.
That's not a family fest.
No. And,
Well, neither one will be
either,
family.
yeah,
Far
and
where you
that's
can make it.
and that's
No, neither
the
one are with
problem.
kids.
That's the problem too.
Wait. Hawaii's with kids.
Yeah, no.
That's like,
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm
There's
not.
so much magical.
Yeah, I'm not paying for my kids to go to Hawaii. No.
Why?
Because
You hate them?
mommy and daddy need a vacation.
And I guess that's where
Not the kids. Okay, hold on. I think I was confused. I said a trip, not this is mommy daddy trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and my thing always
Have
is
you
that if
traveled?
we're going to do something with just the two of us, then we need to do something with like the kids too. So like Hawaii would be in the summer, or if we decide to go to Fantasy Fest, that would be in the fall. I'm like, so then we need to make sure like spring break we do something with the kids. Like let's go someplace.
Or if we decided on Key West in the fall, we could do a trip with the kids in the summer when everybody's already off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we can go like to Virginia with the kids.
Virginia. You don't want to take the kids
You
to
need to
Hawaii.
know. No.
I'm where you're at right now. Why not?
No, she's on board
Well,
with
I
that.
don't think so.
Yeah, she-
I
don't think she is.
am. I
Yes, she is.
absolutely am, because if I'm going to Hawaii,
I thought we were still 50-50.
well, I
So you're on
kind
the
of
same
see,
page. Okay.
I kind of see Hawaii as being like that once in a lifetime trip, right?
Okay.
Like if I go to Hawaii, like I never thought I'd ever go to Hawaii,
Okay.
but if I'm going to go and it's going to be the two of us and the people that we're going to go visit, they don't have kids.
Yeah.
So it's not like a whole family like environment.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Hawaii requires 2 trips. First, most of us dreamed of Hawaii. We ain't been there yet.
Right.
Fuck bringing the kids first. Let's do
Yeah.
the one where we should have been both single meeting each other there kind of feel.
That's
And
what I'm
then-
saying.
Then we're like, then we'll bring the kids.
And also, like,
okay.
I'd
I'll
rather
get you now. Like, yeah, like, we're going to Hawaii. Not that we're
Yeah,
going. I'm thinking like, yeah, Hawaii's great. Why
And
would you
maybe-
bring them? Not that.
And maybe it would be different.
It's not
if-
somewhere you mostly go.
Yeah, maybe it would be different if like we were going to visit people that also had kids, that, you know, it would be like a whole kind of family environment.
Yeah.
But but that's not the case. So then, yeah, why would I?
Yeah. I'm with you.
You know.
And if they were a little bit older, it'd be different. Like, because like Charlotte's good, but Jeri's still at that age where like can't really let him go too much. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So if he's a little bit older, we'll get back to Hawaii.
I like the whole idea of
little Jeri really wants to go back to Tennessee. He was just talking about that the other day.
Tennessee's the shit.
And Virginia. Jeri asks.
That's where we were at for Watauga.
Jeri asks about Union Hill literally probably once a month. When are we going back to Virginia? When are we going back to Virginia?
Or he keeps calling. He'll always be like, "Can we go back to our cabin?"
Yeah, our cabin. Like,
what's our cabin? And he's talking about like the Airbnb we stayed at while we were in Tennessee. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Tennessee is great. That's where I would probably buy after Ocean City.
Yeah, that's one of the best ROI for like real estate. Yeah.
Did you see my pictures of Watauga Lake? It was like 200 feet deep, ASAP.
This is where you just went this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spring break.
Yeah.
No, you took the boat down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many hours you have on that boat?
Not many.
Like 6?
Not many. And the other problem I have with it is it's got to become a hunting boat. I bought it as like a family boat.
We need to do a dry run to where I want to go take you duck hunting. You need to get your eyes on that.
But I need a family boat too.
You have the pontoon.
Okay. Yes. I forgot about the pontoon.
I do have the pontoon. That's a family boat.
Okay.
That is the epitome of a family boat.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay, what I mean to say is the pontoon boat I forgot about. Yes, I do have the pontoon boat,
which is a family boat.
But I need a family boat that can actually go out in the water, like say like the Sassafras. And
pontoon boat's perfect for that.
Okay. The ocean. I need an ocean boat. Something where like I'm traveling down. Like I want to take them. I want to keep going to Florida, and I want to take them further out in the water. Which I think the next Florida trip we do, we'll take my boat, but that's more of the inland side.
Skinny water.
Yeah. You can't. That boat cannot handle.
Are you talking about something like what we have, or you want something bigger than that?
Yeah,
deeper.
Now, deeper. Just a big haul. But I look at this Parker's. I love a Parker. That's a family boat. It's a front driver, so you have the cabin there and all the rest in the back. But
it's great for fishing.
It's great for fishing. Now, it's not you're not going to call me on a Thursday about a Friday morning hunt, and we're going to run and gun it out there. I'll be like, well, what do you need, an extra 2 hours in the Parker to run out there slowly?
Yeah.
So it's like.
I guess you're getting a third boat then.
I need one more boat.
Yeah.
I need a family boat. So at least when we're out I want to take a light fishing, at least when it's 2 foot, I can at least, my boat now is a Smacks,
Yeah.
Oh, that was his flat bottom. Oh my God, that's terrible.
So I need one it's a V that can cut the water, but not for, I have the pontoon for it's great all summer, but something to take my family.
I think that's what we like about this boat. Like he can still go out fishing on it. We can go crabbing on it, but then if we just want to cruise, we can.
It literally is the best boat for everything.
It's
the right size.
Naughty Mermaid.
It is the Naughty Mermaid. It doesn't take a lot to launch it. Doesn't take a lot to prep it. Doesn't eat a lot of gas. We can handle just enough water. And we can handle the little tiny water. So there's, aside from going offshore fishing, tuna, shit like that. Aside from that, we could do everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd be a little extra careful about I'm probably going to sea duck hunt off of it here in the next week or so.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's the perfect boat. However, even with that being said, I'm like, I need a John boat. I need to get a little 12 foot, 14 foot, maybe 16 foot John boat with a 20 horse tiller.
Yeah.
Just basic, and just to be able to go. I look at Marketplace.
It is weird how you need multiple boats because it does take that much difference in different waters to have like something that's
especially
the best of that small moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want a big boat in small water like that. You know what I mean?
You can't, and you can't do it. And so I need something smaller versus bigger right now. So
Pam, is there any other toys other than the first purchase you made that you would like to see in the family to help you guys have fun?
Toys,
like boat, cars, maybe new car.
Well, he just got my car detailed. That was my anniversary present, so it's like having a new car, kind of.
Okay. I just want to see Jeri sweat about me saying anything about him spending more money.
Oh, God. If I probably would go the direction of like a new car.
What kind of car would you like? Not a camper.
Yeah, probably.
Don't try to bring your family values in here, motherfucker. You trying to church up the moment?
I know what she likes.
No, he's right.
We're being dirty with the car. You're over here with the RV.
I do like the camper. Like, we hung out at our friend's camper and in that campground, and that was like a cool change of pace. Treasure Beach.
Yeah. And then all the golf carts fly around to the end, and then had the big concert.
Yeah.
Usually, like every night, that is, I do.
That's
at
fun.
any park.
It's a good
I would be there. Yeah, that was good.
They have a boat ramp that's an hour boat ride from there to
Ocean
Harbor
City.
Island, Ocean City,
Yeah.
all those things.
I like that beach.
Or Harborside.
And we didn't, like, my family, I've never done that. Like, I haven't had that, like, kind of campground or camper or any kind of camping, really, experience. And so that was the first time for me this summer. And that was fun. Like, I could get used to that lifestyle with, like you said, the golf carts. And there was just always so much to do. They had the pools there. You were pretty close to everything. Yeah. We had the boat. Like, you could get campers that had the dock head right there. We could park the boat right there.
Yeah.
So, like, that would be a cool thing to have.
I would if this is why Candace and I want to see how well our house rents out, because if it rents out well, I would buy one of those spots in Treasure Island right now if I knew, like, you guys were there, right there, like, because you know your kids would be, like, hanging the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, it's tough because I have to make the moments for making with the boats. Could you imagine, like, if, like, we lived
the moment's already there? Oh, God, I almost knocked the pins down.
Yeah, first off, I want to call it a spare there. Yeah. I mean, there's a bowling alley. Yeah, I mean, so if Jeri and Macon come up like, hey, we want to go out fishing. Where do we go? Oh, yeah, take the 12-foot John boat because you can't drown. It's 2 foot, 3 foot deep. Like, all you got to do is stand up. So you can send them out there. They could do, like, their first, like, light fishing, learn how to do shit young.
Yep.
And we'd be, like, sitting back, drinking the beers. And they're, like, come up, like, how, you show us around here?
Dude.
Hey, we caught this. Let's go.
And it is really, like, it's dog friendly. You have the dogs down there. Kids are always on bikes. They always have, like, little DJ nights out there. Kids go hang out or whatever.
That's the best part of it is even now, our kids' age now, just go.
Yeah.
They're just gone on their bikes, whatever. Oh, there's this going on at the hall up front, or that, hey, can we go to the playground? Yep. Go ahead. Go for it. And just let them go.
Yeah.
And then they just come back.
They're going to have the best learning from that. We used to stay in Seaside, down there, which is right across from there. Seaside,
like Potnets?
That's Potnets. Yeah. It used to be Indian River, Indian Landing. And, Potnets. Potnets, though, that part of Potnets bought everything.
Yeah.
That part of Potnets was not Indian, Landing. But, we should go back there and get in the trailer. This is right by Paradise Grill. First off, my grandfather back then, it was $4,000 for a trailer, had a great view. You could walk from there from the bar. It was that close. They had you could look at the whole, the whole bay, and had all that. We would go down there. He would take my brother out. They would crab all day. Do my brother at a young age, very redneck. You know what I mean? They would take him out all the time. Then everybody got old quick. So he had that experience. I go down there, same thing. Just left you alone. I had my own friends at right by Paradise Grill used to be also a golf course, like a little mini putt-putt and all that. We'd go down there, fucking grab a free, fucking stick, smack the balls out in the water,
They'll smack a ball in the water game from way back.
Yeah, but no one was ever there. We go catch we go get a starfish, bring it back to my grandmom.
Look at this.
That was the best place. There was no rules. They were just I remember crabbing on the docks. I bring it back to my grandfather. Right inside the kitchen. Yeah, bring the crab in.
Potnets is expensive now, though.
Now, it was white trash.
Because we were looking at Potnets for a little bit, and then it just got you're talking 6 figures for most of the trailers in there. And then the lot rent is stupid expensive.
That's what got my grandfather. Once my grandma got sick, they stopped paying for that motherfucker because they were paying for her medicine. But back then, $4,000 for a trailer. Lot rent was very cheap, and
no.
Even the kids got together back then. It was nah.
Yeah,
we ain't doing all that.
You know
I
what
think
we
that's why we lean towards the camper now.
Yeah, I like to, dude. If you guys get one, I'll buy one. If we could find 2 spots right across from each other, I would buy one with you.
Remember
Because
that
I'd rather sleep there with a camper than stay in my condo. I'd rather have that camper experience of Treasure Island where you get a golf cart.
And most of them are really nice.
I know.
Like those campers that people get are
they're better
super
than most
nice.
houses.
Like better.
So your condo pays for the shit you stay in, so you get 2 beach houses for free.
And I get money from the sites.
Huh?
Yeah, they have like Verbo bucks. Like people write their shit. You actually get Verbo
credits,
money.
Right.
Yep.
What time you got to wrap this up?
I don't.
I thought you were having dinner in like 6 minutes.
No, that dinner's
prime rib. Canceled?
No, it's like later.
I thought you said 2.
You should really throw off your guests and say that we're coming too.
You know, I got 2 more.
Oh God!
Can you bring an extra hamburger? Because I got 2 more guests.
I think around 2:00.
They're gonna get here. How many people?
3. I don't know.
I thought you said 20 something.
I bet it's almost 30. Who cares?
Oh, 30. I thought you said 3. I'm like, 3? I thought you said 25.
33.
Who is this? Who's coming?
Island. Let's make this happen.
Treasure Beach?
Treasure Beach, yeah. It is Treasure Island, though.
Treasure
Beach is
so
cool. Where else do you know you can drive at the end of the night and fucking like catch a,
and everybody in there parties.
Everybody.
Like, fucking hardcore party. And it's all like.
Who else would you want your kids to grow up with?
I know.
That's safe, too.
Yeah. It is.
You can't just go outside.
I never felt like, even with little Jeri running around with his friend, I never felt like he wasn't safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, or work. Yeah, you don't worry about him.
That was a good. Because down there, you probably felt the most safe. When I grew up as a kid down there, my brother grew up as a kid, I always felt safe in the beach community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody's down there for the same reason.
Yeah.
Everybody's the same shit. Everybody looks out for each other's kids.
Yeah. And I guess because, everyone's like, everyone's drinking.
And everyone's having a good time. Yeah.
So everyone has a good
we don't want to ruin the good time, so we're going to make sure everybody safely has a good time.
And also the water's like, it's shallow for so long.
And it's not like the water is like you're going to trip into it. You got to work to get to the water kind of thing.
Yeah, so you'd have to go on.
You'd have to.
It's pretty safe.
Even my young kids were walking that water. It's like it's no drop off. Just
yeah.
You don't have to go find deep water.
All right, what are we going to talk about next? Or we're going to wrap this up.
I say we keep going.
Keep her going.
I'll say we just got into the good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
What is? Tell me. What is the good stuff, Jeri?
I mean, you guys started out pretty like
we're losing it.
Heavy.
We're losing it. Heavy.
Sex toys and everything. You guys started out hard.
Did you think we would start that fast?
No, I thought I was going to go into it a little bit gradually. I didn't think we'd pull right into the box of toys that I have.
That sounds like Jeri.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So what you are is describing Jerry's cold start of sex life. He comes in cold. He gives no warm up. He gets right into it.
We spit on it a little bit.
Spit on it first.
When he's wanting to get his, he comes in with a cold start. You know what I mean?
He had 2-stroke.
Anyway, that's
what she said.
Any other new goals other than just family stuff? So you said you were going to take a few trips. You had Hawaii planned as one. Is there backups?
We'll see with Hawaii or Key West. If we do one of them, we have to do a trip with the kids, which would be a smaller trip.
What are we going with? Let's go back. What are you going to choose? Key West or Hawaii?
Marry one, fuck one, kill one, go.
Now, I would say, can I give my opinion first? Mm-hmm. Key West would be second. And Key West would be second because I've been there. It's all the same. You're not going to go in any part of Key West that doesn't look like the other side of Key West. But
we've been there before, too.
And we've been to Key West before, so I think that's why I mean...
Oh, no, definitely why then. Yeah, because
so that's why I was like,
go see the magic. Here's
the thing,
magic. There's magic of being, hey...
Here's the other thing, though, too.
These people live in the middle of the ocean between 2 continents. It's not like you're going to go to Key West. It's like, hey... We're going to fly another 8 hours in one direction to the middle. Like, why the fuck did people settle here? How did they settle here?
I know it's dumb, but it's like the flight to Hawaii like throws me too because I don't do well on planes.
Neither do I.
And also,
I'm the absolute worst.
Which is why I don't go offshore like fishing with him very often unless he can guarantee me that it's going to be like glass flat out there because I get motion sickness so bad. And the older that I've gotten, the worse it's gotten. Like I used to be able, like I can sleep through a plane ride and I'd be okay. And I still do like sleep through most of the plane ride. But if I'm up any part of it, I just get that nauseous feeling. And we flew to the stupid freaking route to Vegas. They flew us to Los Angeles where we had to get a connecting flight to go to Vegas. Which makes no fucking sense. Why didn't you just drop us off in Vegas? But it fucked me up. Like I was sick as a dog.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So your basis now on where you go is not based upon where you want to go.
Well, it's a factor.
It's a physical.
Yeah.
It's a factor.
Yeah.
But you were saying you're bad with flights. I'm like, planes. I thought you meant like you're.
No, Tom's scared.
I'm scared as a motherfucker.
Oh, no, I'm not
I'm
really
like,
scared.
you just let this much control of your life go.
We were in a rough one. We went to Arizona for, I don't know, some sort of conference that you were doing. And on the way back, like that was a rough plane ride back. Like that was turbulence. That one was a little scary.
Yeah, you had to remind yourself, planes don't go down in turbulence. I'm going to be okay. This is just uncomfortable. We'll be fine. And
I could deal with it. Like it's not really that much of a factor. I just know I'd have to it's uncomfortable. Prep myself.
No, Tom's scared. He wouldn't fly to Georgia. Remember we went to Atlanta for the Commissions Inc. training and you drove, which was pretty phenomenal because we had crockpot ham.
Yeah. That's still today. One of the best hams ever cooked.
Tom, so I flew to Atlanta. I got there. Honestly, I only got there like probably 4 hours before you did by the time it was all said and done. Tom gets there late, drives into the parking lot. It's like Wednesday in outskirts of Atlanta. Nothing's open to eat. But Tom had a crock pot in his truck plugged in, cooking a ham the whole ride down. And we had on a tailgate crock pot ham. It was taco shells. We had flour tortillas. And we ate like ham tacos on the tailgate in the parking lot of like the fucking Holiday Inn. It was I would say top 5 meals.
That's when I knew you were about it because I was like we drove around, they were closed. I was like, well, whatever, man. I got some soft shells. I got this whole crock pot of ham. Dude, he's like, oh, we could have done that from the start.
I was like, move.
He gets it.
That's the fucking
he gets it. Yeah, that's the fucking move. The fact that you know the move's actually eating your own shit in the parking lot. He's like, yeah, we should have just done that. Like,
I will take tailgate meals over almost any place. Honestly,
that fucking ham was delicious.
It was. Yeah. Dude, it was a whole fucking ham. There was 2 of us. It was just a whole ham.
Like 12 hours on the way down, and I wanted to do it because I'm like, I had the outlet. I'm just that redneck enough.
Yeah, I'm like, let's fucking floor of his truck.
You tell me I can't cook my own food? So I'm like, okay, I'll do it on the road.
You don't cook spiraled hams in your F-250, bro? Get the fuck out of here. Was great. 110 outlet?
So are these the only 2 trips you guys are going to do?
That's what we talked about.
Because it sounds like
I like little
one of them. That's just one. You just decided, are you going to do both? Or when are you going to do both?
I don't think we'll do both.
Just do Hawaii. You got to do Hawaii. If we're definitely going to do... If we're going to have our own and then we want to do one with the kids, like that is 2 trips. So we'd only do one.
I like little trips too.
And we have a bunch of concerts and stuff that we plan on going.
Okay. I know that Candace would like to do, if we could buy it now, she would love to do, because you guys go to a Flyers game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So me and Dad are going the 9th.
The one, you guys going on the 9th. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Flyers and Stars, which is always controversial.
That's the one you always go to.
Yeah, we always try to see the Stars and Flyers play when they come down.
Before then. That would be great. But I know next year we'd love to do more Flyers games. I actually looked up
They're so much fun. Like, and the whole maybe not obviously, but me and my dad are Cowboys fans.
Okay.
And so when we went down to Texas to see them play, he specifically planned it because while we're Cowboys fans, my dad is also a huge Flyers fan because hockey is his sport. Like, everybody leans towards football or baseball or whatever. Ice hockey is my dad's thing. He's done it all of his life. Coaches, refs, everything. And so, the first, as an adult, the first hockey game that I went to was in Dallas because the Cowboys were playing. We were going to that game. And then the same weekend, the Flyers were down playing the Stars. So we went to that game too. And I just fell in love with it. Like, it's so fun to watch live, like best sport to watch live, in my opinion. And so, Dad got me like a Stars jersey. And so I'm going to wear that to go to watch the Flyers game next week.
That sounds pretty fucking good.
No, and for the last,
I to plan some trips just for this upcoming year. Like
for the last few years, I'd say we go to probably 2 or 3 Flyers games a year.
I don't know,
because it's fun.
You just talk about you traveling with your dad.
Yeah, me and my dad. That's what we do. We travel. We go see sports.
Like, she's seen Dallas games in Tampa, in Green Bay, in Dallas.
Yeah.
Which is, Lambeau Field 2 years ago. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's like
that's the last one.
That's like the fucking mecca of you're a football fan.
It was freezing. It was so freaking cold. And
it was only November.
And they lost, so it sucked.
Yeah.
Speaking of goals, traveling, do you think that we could get this podcast this upcoming year to where at least we have, let's say, 3 videos where you and I are actually like properly fishing? You know, like the Life by the Bow, land shark fishing, all that. Like,
get somebody to film it.
You
think you want to get Chandler up here?
Get Chandler up here.
That crabbing thing you did with Kale and Matt was hilarious.
He would be great for it.
Fun.
Dan Maffett.
I would say Moffat. Maffett.
Dan Maffett. Either one. But the good thing with Chandler is, like, he comes with his own equipment. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Chandler. You fucking.
When's the last time we talked to him?
Fuck that. Text that motherfucker right now. That was number.
Yeah,
we're going to text Chandler. All right. And
so can we plan maybe a 2-day fishing trip in the spring?
Like, let's get some dates
put
together where we can actually look like we take the wives out, where we do like the Life by the Bow, where they go out there just on the purpose of surviving the night fishing.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun as hell.
Yeah, that would be great.
Would you do that?
We need a bigger boat.
Would you camp?
We did 2 boats.
Boat camp? I still haven't slept on my boat. I want to do it so bad. I want to spend a night in Dewey on my boat.
That's how I knew Kansas was real. She drank all night with me one night. I brought my boat out. And she camped with me on my own boat on out in the Sassafras.
Oh, yeah.
So look, I was like, we're drunk. I was like, everyone's going home. I was like, but why the fuck would I go home? I'm bombed. I have a boat. I'll just
stay
anchor here.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, she's like, no, I agree. We'll sleep here. I was like, she gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, why? There's fucking dumbasses that are going home, do some work. I'm like, well, we're already in beauty.
Yeah. Yeah,
with the beautiful thing.
Let's worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll worry about that tomorrow. What are we doing here?
Yeah. No, I'm with it 100%. That piss felt really good. Wonder how many times Candace has seen my wiener today.
She just texted me. She said, "Not enough." She's what she's doing. She's building for a full size. She said she's getting the Lego blocks together.
My buddy got me yesterday. We got wrapped up hunting, and we're all parked, and like everybody's like getting their boots off and saying goodbye, whatever. And he was on the driver's side rear of his truck taking a piss out of everybody's view, and he knew I was coming. Like, I walked around to say goodbye to him, and I walked around the corner. He just standing there smiling with his dick in his hand, pissing. I'm like, you fucker, you got me. God damn it. Fuck.
So Jeri has a good 4-wheeler. So if you guys, we got to come down to the farm this year.
Yeah, let's make it a winter camping trip.
Cool. It's fucking. You get down there.
I've been wanting a winter
camp. The sky's so big.
I've been wanting a winter camp sometime.
You camp? Well, you winter camp.
She don't.
You bring the whole family.
No, she don't tent camp.
You don't tent camp.
Yeah, she glamps.
That's why I like the camper so much.
Yeah.
Did you ever do Firefly glamping?
No.
Or like go there?
No,
I would never do that.
Home.
Dude, it used to be so good.
Mm-mm.
It used to be. We used to wash off like in the water reservoir. You know, just a little bench.
Oh.
You know, some years you have a couple of porta potties. Hopefully, it was on the main route, because if not, it would you'd have people poop in a pile pyramid over the toilet seat.
Oh,
there wasn't enough.
No,
like,
thank you.
Nobody was coming often enough. It got better later in the years.
How I heard their communal showers got pretty wild. Did you ever go in them?
Yeah,
there was like a communal shower. It was like just like a fuck fest in there.
6 years first, so I got to learn every increase there ever was.
Yeah.
And we should do the big drunk runs and high runs at the end of the night.
I've only been hammered there like once, I think. Like absolutely annihilated.
Oh, we went spiritual there. Weird pre-games where you'd have these like a whole life before the late night concerts. The whole thing was about making the late night concerts. Like, hey, as soon as we wake up, I'd make scrappling of cheeses. I'd hand them out to the hippies. Fucking little mud walkers, and like, so eventually somebody would come back and feed me some weird drug. Like, hey, man, there's a cookie, eat half. I'm like, all right.
Dude,
I told a story and I
would do that.
Then eventually somebody would bring a cookie that said like, eat half. I'm like,
Yeah.
And someone eventually would hit, eat
too
half.
much.
Where's the singing bitch?
Yeah, no.
You meet so many characters out there. And sometimes characters that might know your character. When you meet characters that know your characters, see you. A whole farm fest. When you meet a certain genre was like, oh, your group's like our group?
Yeah.
See you. We're about to go fucking ham.
Yeah. No, that's always fun.
Because you run into people, enough people match, you're like,
yeah. It's magical.
It's magical.
That's a magical moment.
That's because you and me,
a lot of times when you go, let's just say you go to a bar, there's rarely a group there that's like you.
Yes.
Right? And it'll end up being like friction if there's like, here's our group that we're away, that we're present, and then there's another group that doesn't like that.
Yeah.
And then there'll be friction there. So rarely when you go to some place and there's two groups that are like, oh yeah, we're vibing together.
I don't think you've had that recently.
That's what's dangerous about the beach. It's like, it's a beach. You're like, if your friends are like, oh shit, we're fucking.
And I think that's one of the great things about Dewey is you do run into more people like you than not.
It's like fishing. There's a higher pool there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And especially like some place like.
Can I have some of your champagne? I'm out of beer.
Oh, we're mixing.
Oh,
that's gonna be yummy.
There we go.
Little 90-minute Verdi.
You want orange juice in that?
Splash.
A little wisp of orange juice.
The morning, or was, whenever we started.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is. Well, this is a hell of a way.
I think we're doing great.
This is a hell of a way to kick off a new year, first episode of the year, and since we've been off and like not our regularly scheduled recordings, not our regularly scheduled releases. It's kind of fucking no man's land. Cheers again, social. But this is going to get us back on track. This one here is going to get us back on track.
So you fucking drinking your beer we just toasted to? The fuck you talking to? Let's fucking go.
Maybe I was finishing my sentence.
Fuck that sentence.
We're trying not to interrupt our own sentences.
I know.
Are we going to get Candace on here in the next couple of days?
For sure.
Yeah. Will she drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should have been smarter. We should have got her on last week while she had a better chance. We could have backed these right up.
We could do it tomorrow, midday.
We could.
What do you got going on tomorrow?
Who knows?
You working? Get your crew started. Let's have a 12 p.m. start.
I want to try so hard to work tomorrow.
Or we could do a night one tomorrow.
First off, there's a whole job site. So I have guys working tomorrow. I'd love to go see them. Not just 1 p.m.
Let's do after work.
And then actually work on this board right here.
Tom is hammered.
Kudos to you, Tom.
I'm hammered.
Yeah, we've had 5 IPAs, 5 90 minutes.
I don't know what that means.
You don't want to do the math on that one.
Now we're on to we're on to champagne.
We haven't clarified where the fuck you guys are going for.
We don't know yet. We don't have the answers.
The after. We're past. What's the other trips this year? You guys are going to trips.
No, see, we like small stuff. We like being able to go down to Dewey for the night. We like to be able to go down.
We're past Dewey.
Like little.
Talked about Dewey. Where are we going? Like,
I definitely want to go to Virginia again with Ryan and Ashley. I need to get back down there.
Delmarva area. Where's the next couple of quick trips?
No, we like the beach.
Yeah,
we're off in the summertime. We're not. She's off in the summertime, so it's easier to make our trips down there when it's the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we really don't have any like small trips planned out. Like I said, we have a few concerts and things that we have planned, so that takes up funds. But
you should try to go to that that Ocean City rock concert in May.
Yeah,
those
that was
remember last week when I was
we were buying those right now.
Yeah, remember when I bought them that day?
Sold out like after it's done.
Well, that's why that day we were recording. You're like, "What are you doing on your phone?" And I was like, "I got to buy these tickets because that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
so I can get them cheap." And I did. You're welcome.
Well, you're either getting them early or cheap.
No, both. Pre-sale.
Oh, okay.
Pre-sale cheap.
So you could have got them later.
More expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, but I saved
later, more expensive.
Saved myself
early,
money.
Cheap.
That's right. And I just had to.
That's the fucking.
Had to deal with it. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Why
don't you take us out?
Take us out where?
Are we leaving? Are we done?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't look done.
What do you say?
I said he doesn't look done.
Tom has something else to say. 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, is it? I thought we would have made it to 12:30. It hasn't been that long.
This is going to be a long one. What's been your favorite?
Are you saying you want to go out?
No.
Okay, great.
What's been your favorite part of Christmas
then.
break, Pamela?
My favorite part, I mean, I love Christmas. I love all the family stuff. I love all the presents and decorating and all that kind of good stuff. So, I mean, that's got to be my favorite part so far.
Now, do you feel the anxiety of it ending?
Yeah. I felt like it went really quick, and everybody's like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is so long. That's going to be like the longest break ever. But when you throw the holidays and like New Year's and stuff in the middle of the week, that eats up your whole week. Yeah. Like, it's done.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Like
Great
that first
question
week went really quick.
What's the age difference between your daughter and Jeri? Charlotte
Almost
and
4 years.
Jeri, 4 years. So that is, and those numbers are
11 and 7.
11 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 years old. So does Charlotte, when do you lose faith or belief in Santa? So is Charlotte staring at the elf now like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Is that what I used to do?
Yeah.
So what are the age you guys are like,
yeah.
You know it's not real anymore, shut the fuck up. This one still does. And also, we haven't talked about it yet. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, I don't think Charlotte would ever admit to it just because I have so much fun with it. Like, with the whole, Santa coming and all the things that kind of go into that, like the whole magic of Christmas. Like, I don't think she would want to ruin it for me, so she just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
But what do you think that she understands or she knows?
I don't necessarily think she believes anymore, but like I said, she's not going to admit it.
Is 11 when you like?
Because they have to be. They have to be. They're already talking about like. Little Jeri came home the other day and he's like, Mom, you would not believe what this kid at school said. He said that the elf doesn't really move, that his parents move the elf. Why would his parents touch the elf? Like, he was upset about it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, buddy. That's stupid. That sounds like a loser household.
What do you say?
But,
you don't believe, you don't receive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said that to us probably at the start of the season. They were like, well, we just tell our kids, you don't believe, you don't receive. And I'm like, well, that's what we're rolling with then.
Huh. And because wasn't it the Easter bunny that Charlotte knows is not real? And she questioned, like, correct me if I'm wrong, she was like, well, if the Easter bunny's not real, does that mean Santa's not real? And didn't you like have something?
I was like, you should always believe in Santa.
Yeah, yes, yeah. So like, and I think just left it at that. I think she either figured it out or is questioning it. And at some point, the conversation will happen. But Charlotte is so good at playing along and like enjoying the thing that she'll won't ruin it. You know what I mean?
That's very nice. So she has an understanding of it. She's like, this is obviously big to those two.
I'm not going to
fucking spoil it.
Yeah, I see how much they enjoy it.
I'm fucking Let me see where this is going.
Yeah,
I like that.
I don't know how old I was, but I remember having a talk with my mom and asking her. I just went straight up ask my mom, like, is Santa real or is it just you and Dad? And she was like, all right, like, don't tell your sister. This is why. And she explained it to me. I want to say I was around.
See, and we never had that.
Grade.
We never had that conversation in my household. No, never.
Like, she just went on.
we just went on. Life is normal, whether
Really?
you believed or you didn't believe. Like, this is what happens.
Is that how special we make Santa Claus, or how much about God that has put on him that your family could not talk about? Because the other side's very religious. So we're like, oh, just keep Santa is Jesus kind of thing. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I don't think Santa's Jesus, but
It was originally, it was about Jesus.
Well, the Christmas.
Now
Christmas.
it's not. Now it's not.
Christmas was about Jesus. I have another friend that never has let their kids believe in Santa because they're so religious. Like, it's just like, no, there is no Santa. This is why we celebrate. And yeah, we're going to get gifts, but they do not come from Santa. I'm giving them to you. That's just what it's always been.
I mean, we do
That's how their kids were raised.
We do have, like, not everything comes from Santa. Like, we have our presents that we give our kids and then some stuff that Santa drops off. But it's like 2 or 3 things that Santa leaves, and then the rest comes from us.
Which works out. Works out all right. I don't know. Whatever. I just finished up the last bottle of champagne. Little OJ Splash.
Come on, OJ Splash. OJ Simpson. OJ Splash.
Jesus Christ. All right. So if you had to give us one last thing for the first episode of the year, Tom, what would it be?
It wouldn't be that much, but, because we just started. And getting started is the whole year. Don't worry about what you want to do. Don't worry about where you want to go. You just want to get started on something. And that's believing in you. And also, go fuck yourself.